And welcome in, everybody. If I sound like I'm in a better mood, it's because we're celebrating the day where we liberated ourselves from those Americans, where we finally became a continent. So it's Canada Day. So we're celebrating clapping beavers all day. I should have played like a barrel deck or something to celebrate Canada Day, but there is no barrel deck, so we're not doing that. But welcome in. I hope everyone's doing well. It's Rotom all day. Unless it goes terribly. Superstar Ultra, it's going okay. We'll see. Monica, thank you for representing the 5%. So the thing that makes this better than Pachirisu is the fact that you have Mo Rotom. This little guy makes the whole deck somewhat viable because you hit for a grass weakness. You also have, a fire, 2 retreat costs. My God, we need Air Balloon. Another 2 retreat costs. We need Air Balloon. There's no fire types you're hitting. We're not going to get a single fire type deck today. I could probably cut this, to be completely honest with you. And then this dude's got freaking 60 hit points. Thanks for having 60 hit points. That's supposed to be a Canadian flag. I got what you meant. So I have Revavroom build. I originally had Metal Energy in here. But then I realized, if you're playing Revavroom, you got to play one copy of the discard one. And then, I have Mela with the fire energy because that's more ways to get energy into play. You could play Town Store, but between 4 Arven and Treasure Tracker and stuff, you should be okay. So this is an Area 0 Mela build, which I think is pretty cool. There's a Clefairy build, which I think is terrible, but it's funny when it works. And then there's just a good old Area 0-1. And Genesect, this is the first deck I've really played that I really feel like Genesect fits. Because it can get a rescue board. So you just put a rescue board on it. They can't use an ace spec. You play a million tools. You play 4 rescue board. As soon as Air Balloon comes out, you just swap the rescue board for Air Balloon. I think Brave Bangle might not be a terrible idea. But yeah, the deck is very underpowered. But if we hit the right matchups, we do have a chance to win today. And as you can see, I did some quests, but if you weren't on the Discord earlier, something fun happened. I was testing Annihilate. I played 2 games with Annihilate. I prized Grand Tree both times, and then the game broke in various ways because it's Tuesday, and that's what always happens on a Tuesday. And I liked Raw Men. There we go. Thank you for following. I appreciate it. Gay Pirate. I mean, I'm not a big fan of it, but we'll see how it goes. And Monica, yes, there's a Farfetch'd. We will talk about that. And Superstar Ultra. What the hell is this? Okay, well, at least they're not going to know what we're playing if I put this into play. But yeah, Superstar Ultra. I was never really a fan of Superstar Dust Ultra. I think I was expecting it to be too much like Geometry Wars, because I'm a huge Geometry Wars fan. If you go on the PS4 version and check some of the levels on Geometry Wars 3, my name will be in the top 100 in some of those levels, even after all these years, and I haven't played it in a long time. So yes, you are listening to one of the top Geometry Wars 3 players in the world right now. And Monica, I'm thinking Super Stardust Ultra, okay? Because I wanted to talk about that. I don't like Kirby. Return to Dreamland was good, though, on the Wii. Unfortunately, I don't know what they're playing, but I guess the good news is that it doesn't really matter because I'm awesome and they suck a butt. All right, well, let's just kick things off with the Mo Rotom. That's the safe bet here. And then we just Arven for Poffin and good old rescue board. And I think we'll win the game. I think we'll be okay. Now the question is, do I go for Mo Rotom? We have a supporter for next turn. I think I just go for another Varoom. Actually, maybe I'll go for like 2 Varoom. Hang on, how many? Oh no, we only have... We have everything we need. Maybe I just go for the Mo Rotom, because I'm not really going to be drawing a whole bunch of cards. So yeah, let's do this. Let's go Rescue Board into you. Retreat. Earthen Vessel. And then we get 1, 2... Because I don't think it was really worth it to draw, 2 cards? And I lose a Tatsugiri. So actually probably would have, drawn 1 card unless I wanted to put Pheasantipity down. And the Arven, taking the Arven does make sense because it thins a card out of the deck. It gives me that flexibility, like I Am Legend's mom after yoga class, where I can use Arven next turn because I have an attack. But my potential, oh god. All right, well, there goes the YouTuber voice. And Craig Jones, you are wrong, yes. Yes, Craig, you are incorrect. Because what do you do after that? All right, well, no one wants to watch this, so we won't do it. Yeah, we got to turn off the YouTuber voice. Nobody wants to watch that. And Raw Man, you can post them in the Discord. There's a section for, deck lists and stuff. Or if you have any wacky ideas, let me know. But I'm pretty much bricked up until Black Bolt and White Flare, which is 2 weeks on Thursday. You're playing the wrong game, buddy. Gwent is done. Gwent Stacy, she didn't make it. Never gonna let me down, but I didn't want to play it. So, I supersede that. But yeah, if you have any fun ideas, let me know. Next week is Wacky Week. Yeah, there's gonna be some raw men in the Discord, but you can let me know here. Just don't post the list, obviously, because I don't think that'll fit, or it'll be gobbledygook. So yeah, next week okay, that's cool. Actually, this is totally fine. Yeah, we'll start the Cleffa. I think we put the Varoom down just to prevent a donk, and also they won't know what we're playing. Yeah, so they're playing a Team Rockets deck. They decided to go first. Wait, Ramen, are you part of the 5%? But no, I don't think Lamora is that great, because it's like, Lamora itself is not very good. You have to play a bunch of switch cards. And unfortunately, no, not Wug Trio. Ichigo, welcome in. So the Mewtwo is a bad matchup for us. Pretty much everything's a bad matchup for us. But if you can't hit them for a weakness, this deck kind of sucks. I can knock out a Mewtwo, though. But I didn't put Rigid Band in here. Unfortunately, Revavroom has 280. So we do have the possibility of knocking out a Mewtwo, which is kind of nice. Wait, how many viewers are here right now? We have at least 2 5%ers. Actually, I think that fits. I think that fits. We're right around there. It's actually perfect that if there's 2 of you, I think it's exactly 5% right now. And Superstar Ultra, wait, which Amoonguss? Because there's no new Amoonguss. There's one with Black Bolt and White Flare, but the Amoonguss EX is old. And for this week, I think I'll stream on Thursday and Saturday. Oh, not the EX? Maybe, yes, because there's, what, a 2.5 month period between Black Bolt and White Flare and Mega Evolution. So that is highly likely. Man, this is a freaking long turn. They're taking a 2-minute turn. Yeah, I mean, it's playable, right? I can definitely win some games with it, when it's the middle of August and I need some idea, or I'm running out of ideas. Let's go for it. Farfecth'd's fine. I think this is going to be a win because all we have to do is just not lose. I'm fairly confident that this can be a win for us simply because they have a 2-prizer. They're going to take a knockout most likely this turn, which isn't great for us. But the question is, how exactly do I play this? All right, so we're gonna need at least one Revavroom EX to win the game. But if I go get Tatsugiri, that gives me someone to, put in the active. So it's a calculated risk to be sure. Yeah, that doesn't really matter who I attach to. We're gonna need a bunch of tools. It prefers damp places. By day, it remains still in the forest shade. It releases toxic powder from... It's Amoonguss. Unless you're trying to trick me. But it's got to be Amoonguss for that Who's That Pokemon. Or it's Foongus. Or Shroomish? Shroomish, damn. I thought you were trying to be clever. And, oh, do you see? Trust your pilot knows PDC GL. I know PDC GL too well. If I had gone for a Varoom, we would that'd be the end of the game, unless they don't have an energy in the. Oh, they have lots of energy. Maybe they have too much energy. You know, they have 3 energy, and that's not good. They got to attach one here. And to Titan EX when? We'll see. You know, there's only a foot full of streams before that. Do they know they can't retreat right now? They must have an energy switch, because... Or are they giving me another turn? I will happily take another turn, because this deck needs it. Oh, Gwent. You're playing the wrong game. You know, you must be still sad that they shut down Gwent. Is it still being supported? Like, is it still online? All right, well, that's cool. And then in this situation, I think what I do, because we're going to have to knock out the Mewtwo. I didn't account for the fact that we might just run out of deck space. I'll admit that I was not anticipating that. All right, so I think we go Varoom down. And then you... Well, I mean, they have a Giovanni. So to be completely honest, I think I put the experience share on each of these and just hedge my butts. Right? This guarantees that I can attack next turn. And oh my god, we have not played a supporter yet. Oh, man. All right, well, we have successfully been screwed over. See, this is why I knew that they were gonna Giovanni, and that's why I put the experience share, because if they target one, like if I put the energy on... If I put 2 energy on one and then 1 experience share on the other, that would leave me missing an energy. And Clan Burglar, am I wearing pants? Of course not. It's July 1st. What do you think? There ain't be no pants today. All right, I'm going to try to go for the knockout here. Press 1 if you believe. Press 2 if you are not cool. All right, let's go Tatsugiri. Do you have prize 6 supporters? Would not surprise me. Okay, that's not great. We have... I mean, do we need... How many Revavroom am I going to need to do this? All right, well, let's do Rescue Board on you. Wash Rotom down. I guess counter gain here. Lucky Helmet on the Cleffa. All right, please don't screw me over here. Thank you. Okay, do we have energy? We don't have energy in the discard pile. I think this might be an Ino turn. Though Arven does get me Treasure Tracker. But I don't have an energy. Okay, so I can't draw... I think we just have to Ino and hope. Right, so let's go... That goes there. I'll play with my balls, and we'll get a Revavroom EX. Yeah, I really didn't take into account the fact that this would just run out of bench space. So that is my bad. All right, well, we currently don't have it, but we might get it. Okay, so Turbo Energize can go into play. That's fine. And then we can put the experience share there. Ooh, I guess I can attach to you. So I can attack with this one if I want to. All right, so here we go. If we can get the Treasure Tracker, we might have it, but I don't think so. All right, well, let's find out. So let's go attack with you. We're too... No, we don't have it. Yeah, I didn't think we had it. We definitely don't have it, so we'll go Gadget Show. And Azor the First. If you read Ino, it's... If either player put any card. So if they have a 0-card hand and Ino is the last card in your hand, then no one does anything. But it's if either player. If either player. So if it's only one. So if either player put any cards on the bottom of their deck, each player draws a card for each of their remaining prizes. So if nobody does anything, nothing happens. Oh, man. Yeah, so I guess I needed 2 Revavroom EX, but the fact that I drew through half of my deck and didn't see a single supporter, that kind of told you how much faith I had in this game, or how much game this faith had in me. Okay, so how do I win now? Can I win now? Like, obviously, I'm going to knock out the Mewtwo, but then we're going to be tied on prizes. I don't have a way to deal with a Spidops. So I was thinking, like, oh, I could play Revavroom EX. I could put Metal Energy in the deck. And by having Metal Energy in the deck, sure, then I can attack with either of the Revavroom. So that was an idea, but it's, yeah. All right, well, we just go Mo Rotom, Treasure Tracker, just get everything out of the deck. They are ahead on prizes, but that's fine. Okay, so we go Experience Share on you. That goes there. Sure, Counter Gain. And there's a whole bunch of other things you can do as well. I guess, yeah, we just get Arven because we're going to want bosses to win this game. So, yeah, I overshot it, shall we say. I overestimated how much this deck actually needs. All right, well, let's Counter Catcher in case they do anything. Gadget Show. So as long as they can loop Spidops, we do lose the game. And they're going to be able to charging up. So they send up the one with 2 energy. Then they just charge up a couple times. They will need to get another Tarantula, though. We can definitely keep pace with them. But we've played... Oh, hello. Okay, so they're... Oh, hello there. Unfortunately, I don't think I can do 280. I think the deck tops out at 270, even with the Revavroom has 4. Right, so I think we top out at 270, unless I had like a Defiance ban, then I think 270 is the max. And Superstar Ultra, when you get to level 100, you prestige, which means nothing. So I am level 269, and every 100 levels you prestige, which literally means nothing. All right, so... Oh, I meant to... Wait, what? Wait. What just happened? To... Oh, no, okay, that was there. Okay, okay. I was a little concerned there for a second. All right, then let's go Heat Rotom. I guess it's Mela for the fire onto you. Okay, and then attract some customers. I won't take a bosses, but I'll take something else. Oh, yeah, I mean, I think an Iono isn't going to really do anything. Oh, actually, they're going to be able to charge up, so we might be okay. All right, well, let's retreat. Go into you. 210. Yeah, so you need 2 Revavroom EX in order to knock out a Mewtwo EX. And that's kind of pathetic. That's kind of insane. Yeah, so I guess, but like if I switch it to Metal Energy, I don't really have a way to attack. I would have to use Turbo Energize and Counter Gain and Crispin. And I just wanted to use Mela because if you pair it with this Revavroom, then it's a lot better. But again, I didn't take into account how crappy bench space is going to be. Okay, so yeah, they have the Wob, which is definitely a problem. They can take knockouts. They can take 2 more knockouts for sure. But I'm going to Iono them. Crap. And they got, ooh, wait, an energy switch. That seems good. Okay, so if I use Iono and counter catcher the Mewtwo, sorry, if I counter catcher the Mewtwo and then use Iono, that might be enough to win us the game. I'm going to hit. No. Well, actually, yeah, I guess I should. Okay, so Totsadiri goes in the active. I believe we have a Mo Rotom left. There's the counter. Okay, so we just got to get the Iono. So Mo Rotom down. I don't quite know how I'm going to win this game. Hopefully there's an experience share somewhere. I don't think there is. All right, so give me an Iono and we can win the game. Thank you. Okay, so counter catcher the Mewtwo, I-know them, and then that's game. And then Trust Your Pilot wins. Trust Your Pilot's got all the balls in his mouth right now. Well, there's a counter gain, which I regret now because we could use the counter gain. Though actually, that could behoove us next turn. So if I go counter gain on you, and then superbly rod myself, yeah, we'll put the 2 energy back in. We don't need any other anybody else, any other attackers or anything. And Gadget Show. All right. The problem here is that I'm gonna need to top deck a fire energy. Have we played our Earthen Vessel? That is the question. And they just had everything. All right. All right. Well, we lose this one. Oh wow, they literally got everything. They could not have gotten more things. I know them to 2. No, I just get everything. And Superstar Ultra, they don't even evolve from stage 1s. There's going to be basics. We're back into the times of 3 prize basics. All right, well, we lose this one. You know, I think that was my only chance of winning, was bringing up the Mewtwo and locking them, but then, you know, obviously PDCGO screwed me over. So, yeah, there's nothing I can do. I can knock out the Mewtwo so we each get some more points, but that's about it. Well, Mega Diancie is getting its own collection thingy, so we'll see. That could be pretty good. Like Mega Latios, we didn't even get an energy. Come on, bro. Yeah, the Mega Diancie is going to be interesting because that's getting like its own deck in Japan. But yeah, the Mega, what is it, Latios? Is it Latios or Latios? I can't even remember. Okay, so we're going to cut. I think I cut the other Revavroom. And maybe we just... Do I go back to it? No, I think maybe we just have another Earthen Vessel. We have the Cleffa. We have 2/2 Revavroom. We have Counter Gain. And then, so we have a Lucky Helmet, a Turbo Energize. I guess the question is, do I run Mela or do I just go and have like the Revavroom as a potential backup attacker? And I think maybe we just have the Mela or the Revavroom as a backup attacker. All right, well, let's try it. Because this is what I originally had, and then I switched it out. Let's go 4/4 I-know, another Turbo Energize. Okay, so that's 7, 11, 12, and then that's... I think we need to go for like one more good, yeah, like a Counter Gain or something. Because then this guy can, you know, attack for 2. We just put an experience share on it. So I think that's okay. The Turbo Energize we kind of have to rely on. It's kind of important. But yeah, we need these guys to show up for us. All right, let's do this. We got this. We're getting a damn YouTube video out of this. And Sailor Monica, oh, don't worry. I got 4 builds. We got Crispin in most of them. I just wanted to try this one. Don't you worry, I got Area 0 builds, Revavroom. Revavroom's just the most, like, obvious because that's the Honchkrow replacement. So it's like, it's taking Pachirisu Honchkrow and just making it in 2025 in June, July 2025. And yeah, so that way you don't have to rely on Revavroom and you have more alternate attackers. Hey, that's a perfect start. Yeah, and then Area 0, because you run Counter Gain and Experience... crap. Oh, actually, Typhlosion should be a good matchup as long as I don't put Revavroom into play. As long as I don't put Revavroom into play, this should be a great matchup. Okay, this is fine. Turbo Energize, I believe, is the right play right away. If we just go Arvin for Turbo Energize and Poffin. I think that's what we should do. But, like, I have more ideas that I didn't even, like, have time to build. And there's a Cleffa. Okay. Of course, we face a fire deck. Hey, wait, no, it's a fire deck. We can use the Wash Rotom. This is the this is the one matchup where the Wash Rotom actually matters. If only the stupid thing didn't have 80 freaking hit points. Oh, hey, yeah, why don't we give your Rotom... actually, I guess I do want to prioritize the electric type one. Simply because, you know, this dude's weak to fire. All right, so we go rescue board you. Let's attract customers. There's an Iono, that's good. All right, so we go turbo energize the active, attach to you, retreat, and then it's just going to be a good old turbo energize, and then 2 to the Mo Rotom. Not the strongest turn in history, but it'll do. And you play 3 Mo Rotom because obviously hitting for a grass weakness is the best, but I don't understand what they were thinking. This is not an overpowered deck, and never gonna let me down. It'll prevent them from just evolving into Quilava and knocking out a Mo Rotom. So it doesn't matter at the end of the game, but right now, they could just go evolve into Quilava, combustion, knock out a Mo Rotom. So for this one turn, and we're just gonna beat each other off back and forth. So I know from experience, if it's a single prize matchup versus another single prize deck, whoever takes the first knockout, their chances of winning just skyrocket. But it's so stupid. This dude's got 60 hit points and a 1 retreat cost. This one has 70 and a 1 retreat cost. And then the Wash and the Heat have 80 hit points and 2 retreat costs. Obviously, once Air Balloon comes out, it won't matter. But it's so stupid. And there you go. See? Trust your pilot. Certified genius. Okay, well, they probably would have... And handsomest PDCGL player, you can... No, it's Ramen. Where's the fridge one? The Frost Rotom? Yeah, they skipped over that one. Because there's no ice types in the TCG. All right, do you think it's going to be... I think there's going to be 0 Typhlosion. My guess is 0 Typhlosion, 2 Quilava. Okay, don't hold us in suspense. Okay, Gabo, there we go. All right, so Gabo's going to get beaten off. I was not expecting this. Well, Gust cards are kind of useless right now. There's the Buddy Puffin top. Wait. Did anyone else just notice this? I thought something was missing earlier. Does anyone know that notice that something might be missing from our deck right now? Is there perhaps a way that this evolves that we might be missing? Can you spot how PDCGL screwed us over today? All right, well, we have to attach to you. Counter gain, believe it or not, is useless, but I'm gonna have to attach them. And I guess I just attach them to the ones with 2s on them. All right, if we don't get a tool here, we lose the game. Well, I mean, I didn't want to evolve into the Revavroom, but it is kind of hilarious that we're going to lose because of it. All right, so experience share has to go on you. And then, I mean, we probably want to keep the Heat Rotom. So actually, this is fine. This is totally fine. We get the knockout. I wish I had a Wash Rotom. Because what we're doing 180, as long as they don't play Luxurious Cape, we'll be okay. Still nothing. Oh my god! But like the Varooms at least help, right? Like I wouldn't want to put the Varooms down in this matchup, except to thin the deck and help me get the cards I need. But Arven allows me to get Treasure Tracker if I need it, so I can just get all my tools this turn. Artisan gets me the Wash Rotom, so we're pretty much set up here. It's just unfortunate that I had to put, my counter gains on the 2 Rotom, and I couldn't put Lucky Helmet on anybody. And yes, I know Lucky Helmet. Oh, why are you playing Lucky Helmet? Because I want to test out some different tools, right? I didn't put any damage modifiers, because like your Area 0 and your Revavroom EX, those are your damage modifiers. And yes, maybe rigid bands are a good idea, so you essentially give your Revavroom EX 310 or 340 hit points. But I just think Lucky Helmet is good. You know, you put it on your Cleffa, and you let your Cleffa get bodied. Okay. That's interesting. I mean, it's really not rocket surgery here, right? They already have enough to knock out every single one of my attackers. All they have to do is just loop Typhlosion. They don't even have to loop Typhlosion. They just have to loop Quilava. Right? They don't even have to loop Typhlosion to win the game because I have 3 Rotom in the deck. Are they seriously going to use Iron Bundle? There's no way they're using Iron Bundle. I would give them the Totsadiri because that just gives me an extra turn to whack off, and we want to do that as much as possible. They are. All right, yeah, have the Totsadiri. That's fine. Because I'm already set up. I don't care, right? Because I have an experience share. We're about to get another experience share. We're about to have all of our Rotom. Totsadiri has become useless. Mods, can you please time out? You're not allowed to say bad words unless you're sub tier. All right, so we go Farfecth'd, and then we get the Wash Rotom that's not prized. Good. Okay, and then, yeah, we want you down. So I need to go Arvin for Treasure Tracker. And do I even want the Treasure Tracker? I mean, I guess I want the Treasure Tracker. It might actually be a better idea to go for the Night Stretcher. No, we want to thin everything out. We want to get all the tools out of the deck, so let's just get all of them out of the deck. All right, so Treasure Tracker, we want all the experience shares. Yeah, I never thought we'd be in this position where just every Rotom is on the field. All right, there's every experience share is on the field as well. There you go, Gabbo. This is what you've done, Gabbo. Okay, I just have to make sure I don't screw up the order of operations here. We're doing a perfect 180. This is great. Still Novaroom. Okay, but I am going to have to, you know, get more basics, which is a bit of a... Wait, why didn't I get the Night Stretcher? So I'm going to have to put Cleffa down, which is okay. As long as they don't bump the Artisan, we're totally fine. Or I can just use Ultra Ball to get the Cleffa. So that was why I was thinking we don't get the Treasure Trackers, because we have to have 6 Pokemon in play every single turn. 2 Vitality Band. They are itching for the day that Brave Bangle comes out. They're just like, I'm already ready. Just cut the Vitality. The maintenance is over. The maintenance ended and they conceded. All right, well, that's not going in the YouTube video. Well, that was fun. Did everyone have fun? We prized our room and then the game broke and then they conceded. Oh man, such a well-made game. You know, Kevin Spacey just followed, so everyone be on high alert. And Dizzy, yeah, you can put whatever you want on there. Yeah, they might have whiffed energy or just, you know, the PDC gel broke, and that's what happens with this game. It breaks and we all have a great time. Yeah, you could put Crisis Punch, but you want to have tools that do something like Crisis Punch. Yeah, it's 280, but Rotom can do 280 if you build your deck properly. Oh, whoops, almost put the wrong thing in the active. All right, so let's put the Varoom down while we have it. And Mr. Kennedy, thank you for the 25 stream streak. I don't know why I went from the dude in Resident Evil 4 to Dracula. And Acewing, well, they already did their weekly Tuesday routine emergency maintenance. And then we're getting an update 2 weeks today. Yeah, the Black Bolt and White Flare update will be 2 weeks today. Okay, so this is a problem. I think we just lose this one. There's a counter gain. All right, well, let's go Arvin. for Poffin, and I guess just Rescue Board. Because we can take a little bit of time here. So I used Arven for Poffin and Rescue Board. We can take our time. Yeah, this is fine. I can deal with them. The fact that they went first, I think, is really good for us. Unfortunately, I don't quite have the best start. Like, maybe I should have gone for Cleffa, but oh, cool. But I don't think we have to worry about anyone getting knocked out this turn. Famous last words, I know. All right, but just in case, I will retreat into the Rotom, and then we hit him with the old end turn. Because I can go Arven for Treasure Tracker, and then we'll be fine. But no, they can't give me an Iron Handy unless they get really lucky on Jenny. And they're probably playing the Joltik build. So if they give me an extra turn, as we know from experience share... Oh, crap. Okay, well, that... They've clearly... they're clearly going for... that. But as long as we can just knock out whichever handy they give themselves, we'll be fine. You know, as long as we can get beat off by a handy once, we'll be fine. It's if you get beat off twice by a handy, that's when things get sketchy. Now, we got this. We're not going to get double handy today, okay? I'm not a young man anymore. I can't even do that. Okay, there's Bravery Charm. We can... Uh-oh, wait, we can't do 280. They found this deck's one weakness. It sucks. We can't do 280 unless we have 2 Revavroom EX. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. I think it's an INO. I'm going to counter gain this guy, and then we're going to use INO. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we go into you. INO. And then as long as I can knock out the hands next turn. Well, we're not doing that, apparently. We are so far away from doing that. So we're going to have to knock it, but we can't knock out a different Iron Hands. So that's the problem. Like, we needed the baby Revavroom this turn if we wanted to have any hope in hell of doing anything. Yeah, Rigidify is not going to do... Wow, we really got bonered here. We got absolutely screwed by PDCGL. And yes, I choose to blame PDCGL. And Chupacabra, yeah, it's in a couple other lists. I mean, I think I just can't even do it. But we do have Metal Energy, so maybe I can. All right, well, let's put the Heat Rotom into play. Let's put the Wash Rotom into play. Let's go... Oh, hang on. I can knock out the Joltik. That doesn't do anything for me, but I can. It doesn't help me whatsoever, but I can do it. So that's cool. All right. Sure. Let's go Gadget Show. Yeah, we can do it. It gives me a prize. Maybe it'll help me out here, or maybe it'll be the dumbest thing ever. That's also possible. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, there was a very slim chance of me winning this game anyways, and now they're attaching to the Pikachu. And Kadu, thank you. I did end up cutting the Golden Go game from the video because it was literally 30 minutes long, and I would have had to just edit out so many stupid things. And Crypto, I would prize the redeemable ticket. That's the problem. It's like, yes, redeemable ticket's good in Typhlosion, but in any other deck, you're just kind of screwed. But have you noticed that we haven't faced a single deck that is wheat to grass yet today? And there's like 3 top decks that are wheat to grass, and we haven't faced a single one. And the one game where Wash Rotom would make any sort of sense, we didn't need it. Isn't it funny how PDCGL works like that? Isn't it funny? Yeah, so I needed double Varoom in order to win. I mean, I guess I can bosses this one and hope they don't have a Latias. I mean, we got nothing else. May as well. We can't do anything else. We'll go get Arven. Probably we have no more of a room. All right, well, let's counter. No, we can't counter catcher. We have to. Oh, we have to counter catcher. Sorry, we have to counter catcher. And then we can lucky helmet. And we go counter catcher this guy. Yeah, just the stupid 280. Okay, we'll get rid of turbo energize, 2 energy. And then, sure, let's attack with you. Why not? And then, I mean, I guess I put the Pheasantipity down. Right? Like, why not? Okay, that's good. And then we get rid of Vessel, Arvin. Go for Revavroom EX. So, yeah, we did have the 2-2 Revavroom in the deck. It's just I couldn't finagle it, which is definitely a problem. All right, so you go there. Lucky Helmet. And, oh, wait, can I don't think I can take the KO. 210. Yes, we can do 270. Maybe you do need damage modifiers in this deck. It's like you're mostly relying on hitting for weakness, but maybe Defiance Band is the way to go. But even then, I don't think it's the way to go. Because what's different with the Area Zero builds is that obviously you have access to all these different attackers, and that's what makes it somewhat viable. Sailor Monica, yeah, Vitality Band. I don't think you can really cut Treasure Trackers. That's just Arvin for 5 tools. Vitality Band helps. So yeah, let's ooh, hello. Is that a Chansey I see in your pantsy? Okay, here we go. You get that. I will Gadget Show. I mean, they're just gonna knock me out. Yeah, sorry, Arvin for 6 tools. There you go. Yeah, we've definitely lost because they're just gonna Iron Hands, and like you said, they're gonna Iron Hands sweep. We also couldn't put an experience share on the Revavroom either. That was that wasn't great. No, they're not gonna use, they don't need to use boss. Or did you mean me? Me, boss on the prizes? Because you're right about that. Yeah, I mean, if I could have put an experience share on this, we would have a backup attacker who could just, you know, knock out the Joltik, and then maybe I could have done the thing. I can one-shot Fez, but I have 3 prizes. So yes, I can one-shot a Fez and Stibbity. If I had an experience share on the Revavroom EX, we could knock out the Joltik and then set up another Revavroom, or just, you know, knock out the Miraidon or the Fez. There were multiple ways to win. We just didn't get any sort of, you know, normalcy. And Mark, well, was it complete 2 matches without conceding? Was that the quest today in PDCGL? Yeah, just amp you very much, and then... So, I mean, I'm not happy with... Like, the deck is performing how I thought it would, which is not great. But the deck is doing about as well as can be expected right now. You know, a Blood Moon Ursaluna couldn't help me. Nothing can help me other than, yeah, a Titty Band. All right, well, you know, they're just gonna... You know, I'm helping you, Jared. I'm helping you get more experience. You're welcome. You're welcome, Jared. Okay, so... Yeah, I guess we'll try Vitality Band. I'll put a couple of Vitality Band in the list just to try to do 280, because that's the magic number, apparently. You know, we can't really put Jamming... Well, actually, we could put Jamming Tower in here. That was one crazy idea I had, was playing TM Machine with Jamming Tower, because Jamming Tower prevents your TMs from being discarded. But maybe that might have been whacking off a little too hard, if you ask me. All right, so let's go... get rid of the Lucky Helmet, get rid of the Vessel, and we'll go Vitality. Whoa, Vitalikitty. And then Vitality, and I think just double Vitality. Though maybe a Defiance is good too. We'll just go for a Defiance Band. All right, well, you know, and then of course we'll get a double. Of course, we'll end up getting double Revavroom this game, and then the damage modifiers will mean nothing. And Halifax, you're a little too bricked up right now. You might want to go watch For the Wind for some sweet release. Yeah, wild for a first-time chatter, that's for sure. So this will be the last one with the Revavroom, and then we'll switch to let's switch to the Area Zero Crispin build. I guess that probably makes the most. We'll just go to the Crispin Area Zero build. All right, we're going second. The Cleffa has been, you know, Cleffa's great if they knock it out, but Cleffa sucks if it stays in play. And we got, like I said, we're going to start double Varoom. And we're going to get double Revavroom, and all those damage modifiers I just put in the deck will mean absolutely nothing. Ooh, this could be a grass deck. I love eating grass. Oh, it's Hydrapple. Oh, this is great. This is great. Okay, we just don't prize the heat, Rotom. Okay, we can also just knock out Teal Masked Ogerpon all day. What if I prize both Revs? We can still knock out Teal Masked Ogerpon. Even if we prized all the Revavroom, Teal Masked Ogerpon still gets knocked out. So we're good. PDC Jill can try to screw us over, but it will fail. It will fail miserably. This is a bit of an awkward starting hand, though. No, that's your weekly. Mark, that is your weekly. Those are your weekly quests. You get 15 weekly wins for the weekly wins. The daily quests are just like play 25 lands. This should have been such an easy matchup, but then PDC Jail was just like, hey, what if we screwed you over, buddy? Okay, do we have the Heat Rotom at least? Okay, we have the Heat Rotom. We have Revavroom. The question is, do I go for Totsadiri, or do I go for Cleffa, or do I go for both? It's just such an awkward hand. All right, we're going to go for Rotom and Totsadiri. And then I think it's just Rescue Board into you. There's no benefit to using the Treasure Tracker. Yes, it increases my chances of getting something off of Totsadiri. But if I get an Ino, then I just wasted a Treasure Tracker, and that was kind of dumb. All right, well, let's actually go Turbo Energize. This is great. Because I have... Hang on, what do I have? Many mental illnesses? Yes, that's correct. Okay, so we don't have Counter Catcher, but we do have two bosses. I think this is the correct play. Just go Poffin, get all my dudes in a row. Yeah, we'll get more Rotom. Okay, Turbo Energize. This is perfect. We're going to Treasure Tracker for a bunch of things. I don't really want to lose the Totsadiri, but, you know, things happen the way they're supposed to. And then we can get these guys. Oh, I didn't realize I had that many experience shares. Whoopsies. All right, and then we go into you. We'll put... yeah, I guess we just go Turbo Energize 2 to the Rotom. Boom, boom. Or I guess I could have put one on the Varoom. I don't know. Maybe they whiff a KO this turn. It's very unlikely that they whiff a KO. Especially if they're playing a Diplin. Like, if they just have any Diplin. Well, actually, no, the basic stopping Diplin does 20. The Testicle Festival Diplin is currently only doing 60. Obviously, if they have Festival Grounds, they can attack twice and knock out the Totsadiri. Okay. Does this mean they're just going to go find a friend? I think... Wait, what? They have Prime Catcher? Prime Catcher's great. I love me some Prime Catcher. Go for some Prime... Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah, brother. Go for that Prime Catcher. Okay, did you not see what I just did? Did you not see what I just did with the experience share? Okay. Yeah, I mean, if they could have taken a double KO, I think you go for it. It's a good thing I didn't put down the Lightning Rotom. That would have been embarrassing. All right, Tatsadiri, this is your moment. This is your chance to shine. Oh, God, why do I play with my balls so much? I think maybe less Ultra Ball, more Poffin. That might be the right play. Okay, so Arvin for probably Nest Ball. But we don't need it yet. That's the problem. We don't need the Heat Rotom, but I already have Counter Gain. But if I send out the Lightning Rotom, we might just get absolutely screwed. This vexes me. I am currently vexed. Yeah, or get rid of that for that. Exactly. All right, so let's go into you. We can keep pace. I mean, I guess I can get Pheasant Skibidi. But let's go Nest Ball for the Heat Rotom. Put that into play. Experience share this guy. Attach to you. Retreat. It's such a clunky deck, right? The reason Pachirisu Honchkrow had somewhat of a chancey is because you could use Electric Generator and Honchkrow was a basic. With this, you need a stage 1. So you need double the amount of slots for your tool slave, like it's an HM slave, but in the Pokemon TCG. And, you know, the Honchkrow could have Bravery Charm. So, yes, Revavroom has 280 hit points, but Honchkrow with 2 Bravery Charm, that's 310. And they do have to be a little miffed that they were like, oh, you have a Heat Rotom and I'm playing your grass deck. That's not very good. So I think their chance of winning the game right now is if they can fill up their bench and use the Festival Grounds Dipplin. What I would do, obviously, is I would send up the Varoom, and the only way that they can knock out Varoom is with a full bench of 5. And no, new Genesect will not make this deck viable. Nothing. Air Balloon will help. Brave Bangle will help. Genesect, I don't think you can put Genesect in this deck. What? No! I need to make a... Don't people care that I need to make a YouTube video? I'm starting to think that people don't care about me needing to make a YouTube video. God, I need to make a YouTube video. Why don't people understand that? All right, so let's go for another Nest Ball. I mean, we have 2 Artisan. Okay, we're playing one more. Okay, I know I said that was the last one, but no one seems to... Does no one feel the plight of the YouTuber? And Gay Pirate? I know, right? Well, I keep winning. The problem is that I'm not winning in good fashion. And if anyone comes in, if we get a first-time chatter, ask, how do you get those Feel Appeal sleeves? How do I get those sweet Feel sleeves? And the answer is you can't. Yeah, YouTuber need video. Well, I mean, everyone should know. I'm the #1 YouTuber. Okay, we start the room. I'm the #1 PDCGL YouTuber of... Aw, crap. All right, well, we lose this one. And Crypto, you're not a first-time chatter. Nice try. Wait, is this Zard? Well, yeah, they're like $5 or $10 on the Pokemon Center. But it doesn't come with a code for PDCGL. I thought that this might be a bad matchup, but it might be Charizard. The question is, how do we play this so we don't lose? And I think the answer is we don't pull a pilot. So I just have to do the opposite of what Trust Your Pilot would normally do, and we'll be fine. All right, so everyone say it with me. Don't pull a pilot, and you will win this game. It's so simple that even an idiot should do it. All right, I'll put the Varoom into play just to... Oh, we don't... Do we need the other one? I think I'd rather have all my Rotom. And then rescue board the Varoom. Experience share there. Attach to you. Retreat the feet. And then we attract customers. So we can attract customers twice. And I think the Arvin is the smartest option because that gets me the treasure tracker. Because we have an attack next turn. They did just do the old turn 1 pass. But I have a feeling they have a supporter like an eye and crap. I mean, it still could be Dragapult, when I saw the Duskull or the Dusknoir or whatever it was in the mulligan, I was like, oh, this is Dragapult. But then they showed me the Pidgey, and it's like, okay, well, then this is Charizard. The Artisan does not tell us anything. It could still be... No, there's no way they play Dusknoir, Pidgeot, Dragapult, and Charizard in the same deck. They're literally holding us in suspense here. No, that tells us nothing. You gotta tell us something. Okay, oh, God. All right, well, they do seem to be a little greedy. Unfortunately, I can't punish them for being greedy. I could have if we top-decked a rescue board. All right, so... God, I could have taken the knockout. It would have been glorious. All right, I guess we put the... Yeah, we got to go Varoom and hope we have double Revavroom. All right, here we go. Okay, Arven would be perfect. Oh, this is a great game, isn't it, everybody? This is a great game. Okay, I think yeah, we just put that there. We go experience share there. We have to leave this one naked for the time being. I even Artizoned to shuffle my deck to increase my chances of Arven. But if I literally top deck a rescue board, then I could have bossed their lone Dreepy, set them back a couple turns, and then won the game. But of course that did not happen. Oh my God, they are. There's no freaking way. They literally are playing 4 stage 2s. And Ryuichi, I know, right? Okay. You want to play 4 stage 2s, let's see how that goes. They're probably still going to win, because, I mean, I'm playing Rotom. And I didn't suspect... Okay, put it on the Charmander, please. We've run into a crazy person. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What is wrong with them? Do not put it on the Dracloak. Put it on the Charmander. No, yeah, put it on the Badoo. That's fine. Put it on anyone except the Dracloak. Unless I top deck a rescue board. If I get a rescue board, then I will allow you to put the Hero's Cape on the Dracloak. And hey, don't question KT Tunstall. Oh, please, rescue board. Oh, God, please give me that rescue board. I need some rescuing. Oh, come on, you gave me a tool and it's the wrong one. All right, well, oh, we got an Ino. Yeah, definitely not using that. Oh, I mean, should I use that one? No, you know what? You know what? I'm taking the risk. We're going for it. We are absolutely going for it right now. You don't have a bosses. You don't have any energy. You got nothing, bro. Your hand is just Hero's Cape and garbage. Your recon directive's gonna get you nothing. I could have gotten rid of the cape. What you mean with, I could have gotten rid of the cape. How could I have gotten rid of the cape? Oh, with the Ino? Well, no, that's fine. Yeah, no, I don't think that was the correct play because they had a 2-card hand. Giving them a 6-card hand just to remove their... And they have an Arven. Doing that just to get rid of a Hero's Cape doesn't seem like a good idea. I had to take the chance that they just get nothing. But if they show me a Dragapult, we are mega screwed because they can literally just wipe my entire board in a single turn. Because between the Dusclopses and the Dragapult, we are amazingly screwed over. You know, I really wish I'd put Jirachi in this deck because that would stop the Dragapult pains. All right, here we go. What are we about to see? They got rid... Okay, okay. I'm very scared right now. I I don't know what's... and the last card in their hand is a Hero's Cape. Remember, this is PDCGL, so it shows you known cards in your opponent's hand. Okay, so that's bad. But I do have, you know, an Artisan for a... oh, no, we can't, because they took out my energy. So the turn that would be perfect to knock out their stupid Dracloak, we can't even do anything because they knocked out my dude with the energy on it. Okay, so they have Hero's Cape and another card. Oh my god! What is happening? How does this game hate me so much? Oh, geez. Okay, this is fine. This is... oh, we got the Turbo Energize and no energy. Oh my god. We have... oh, everybody, we're bailed out. We have Turbo Energize and no energy. Great. And we still can't use Iono on them. All right, well, let's countergain this guy and just pass. Oh, this is torturous. Rotom TCG, it's been terrible out here. The wins, my opponent just kind of is like, yeah, I'm out of here. And then my losses are just, I come up 10 damage short. So you should not be feeling yourself up right now. God, and then they just get the Dust Noir play was smart, but like they could have done so much more last turn. Okay, Terra Orb. Yeah, it must be nice having access to your items, bro. There's no way you have another freaking rare candy. Oh my god! What is happening? What is happening right now? Okay, so we have things in the wrong order. Jesus, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Things are going terribly right now. The counter gain should be on the I did not think they were going to Dust Noir my dude with the energy and just completely wipe my butt, but that's okay. Yeah, they've had rare candy, Dust Noir. Okay, they're not even attacking. That's interesting. They're just like, play that Iono, bro. Play that oh my god. They're just like, yeah, you know you want to play that Iono. Come on, do it, bro. Oh my god, stop giving me all the Iono. All right, here we go. I'm just gonna do it. Whatever. We've lost the game. PDCGL clearly does not want me to win this game. Let's just give them all the cards. We got a Revavroom EX. I'm sure that'll be fine, right? All right, so let's go Turbo Energize, and then I'm going to take two. I'm going to actually put them on the Lightning Rotom, which is about to get knocked out by a Dragapult, and that one, but we're about to lose everybody. And Isoar, no, Regirock is horrible. Regirock is god-awful. You know, yes, maybe if you put a maximum belt on it, that would be okay, but it's the fact that you have to do so many things to make it work. No, Regirock is awful. There's... oh my god! I don't understand how their deck is working so well. I mean, again, I did Iono them. But this is... have they discovered the sauce? Oh, man. Okay, we can do this. We can do... they haven't shown us the 4th stage too. You know, they could just have Dracloak for moral support. You know, you don't know there's a Dragapult in there. We've never seen a Dragapult, though. Maybe they're one Dragapult. And they have a Mimikyu. And they have a Mimikyu. And a Team Rocket. And a Switch. And everything. And they're jocking off. Wow, just when you think it can't get any worse, they start jocking off right in front of me. Okay, yep. Oh, Oh my goodness. This is what dreams are made of here. I'm gonna lay back and you can have your way with me. You can do whatever you want to me, KT. This is your world. We're just living in it. Funny thing is, I could knock out a Pidgeot and a Charizard. It's just that they're getting everything they need. And I was just like, oh, if I just get a rescue board, we could have knocked out their Dreepy and then their Dracloak, and then we could win the game. It's not like I play rescue board in the millions or anything. Oh my, and oh, no big deal, just a counter catcher. That's how it is. They're taking a 3-prize turn. Oh goodness. Let's attach to the Rotom that's getting knocked out. Thanks, PDCGL. Okay, so the Revavroom build is cursed, and we are not playing it. Those are the rules now. We do not play that. We do not speak of this anymore. This might be another VOD exclusive, but we're going to switch to an Area 0 build. We got this. No, Nick, we are not doing another one. We are not doing one more to be sure. Okay, so you're out of here. Let's just do the basic Area 0 one. So this one has Crispin. I just have to remember, it has Crispin and a bunch of alternate attackers. I think they want to 69 somebody. All I have to do is get 3 games for a YouTube video in the next 2 hours. That is completely doable, just like I Am Legend's mom. Okay. All right. Everyone shake it off. Pretend like you're Taylor Swift and shake it off, and then get on your private jet and fly somewhere. Okay, we got to shake out the luck. Here we go. All right. That's oh god, we've already lost. Just, the old turn 1, do nothing. I have to treasure tracker for 5 tools just to maybe draw a card. Oh, goody. Okay, well, we have to get that. We have to put that down. So I want Bravery. Yeah, let's just get, all the ones that can be useful early. So I guess it's just all those ones. And then I'm just going to pass. I'm going to masterfully bait out an Ino. And Rotom, that's the other Area 0 one we have. And Walking Plane? No, we're just playing. We're not talking about Revavroom. That card does not exist anymore, okay? That card does not exist in my vernacular, and of course it's a Monkey Dory deck. Oh, is this Guardy? Oh god, Monkey Dory is also terrible for this deck. Oh god. Of course it's Dragapult. I believe there's Lily's Clefairy though. Oh no. Oh god. Why are you like this? Why? Who are you? Why are you this mean to me? They just had the jamming tower. Oh yes, it's not like we just. Okay, well we can discard a stadium and play. That's one nice thing, I guess. That when they saw that they had it, they must have been just like salivating. Their balls must have been itchy. Okay, yeah. Take that, Quetzal. Yeah, what do you think about that? I'm gonna have to 2-shot your Badoo. Yeah, they're trying to bait it. Oh my god. And they had a stamp if I knocked out the Badoo. This deck is cursed. There's no other way to put it. This deck. Oh, they got the double Badoo? now they're just rubbing it in. Okay, if we can get a playable card, we can win the game. Believe it or not, if there's a playable card in this deck, we can win. Though I do recall there not being very many supporters in this deck. Did they just... Okay. No. This is the opposite of a playable card. This is the opposite of what I want right now. Cornerstone Master Ogerpon is literally the worst option we could get. Okay, so I don't think this is a Clefairy build. I think the other one's the Clefairy build. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, well, let's get ready to lose, everybody. No, this is... It's slow playing. Come on. Nick, come on. They're going to have another jamming tower. Because I can't risk it. In case they like bring up this, I can't risk it. Right? Because if they bring this guy up with a bosses and then ping this one with Phantom Dive, and then I have an experience share on this guy, then that's bad. And if I only put 2 energy on this one, then we don't have an attack. If there's shenanigans that could occur as well. Thank you. Okay, now I obviously regret that, but, you know, this is apparently a Cornerstone Masked Ogerpon deck. This is not a Rotom deck. Oh, yeah, really need that Genesect. Great timing on that Genesect. Yeah, huge. What would we do without that Genesect right now? Okay. Oh, man. I guess we just knock out the Dracloak. But there's no way we can knock out a Dragapult. So yeah, we have to play the Clefairy build. That's like, it's just like a weakness hitting build because we're just facing all the worst decks. Like, this can beat Raging Bolt. This can beat, well, maybe it can't really beat Raging Bolt. This can beat a lot of decks. It's just my opponent can't be drawing everything every single turn. Like, I did have okay success when I was testing it, but it's like, it performed about how I expected. We don't even have to draw good to win. We just have to draw okay to win. And that's not even happening. So they got Penisy. That's good for us. I mean, do I counter catcher right now? That is the question. So we go Bravery Charm. So if I knock out the Dracloak, that doesn't help us out nearly as much. So yeah, maybe I just put damage on the Dragapult and hope. Because I know they have a Monkey Dory, but we will survive with a little bit of help. Okay, let's go Poffin. Get out. Oh, this has a fan Rotom in it, by the way, for those of you wondering, to get your Farfetch'd. And of course, we couldn't get that either. All right, well, Nest Ball for Pheasant's Gibbity. Okay. Can we do this? Probably not. We'll put the Heat Rotom into play, and then... Fighting... no, because it has 60 hit points. That's my favorite thing about this deck, is that the Rotom has 60 hit points. Why would the Rotom have more than 60 hit points? That would be stupid. Yeah, that's a bit of a downside, is that the smaller Rotom has very low hit points. Bit of a problem when you're trying to take knockouts and win the game. And there's no other option. We had to do it. They're going to destroy me either way. We just have to try to knock out a Dragapult and hope they can't find energy. And they just try to go a little too crazy. Where's my Relor? In the trash where it belongs. Okay. They have potentially bonered themselves. right? Because we know their aspect is Unfair Stamp, so it's not Neo Upper Energy. We can deal, what, 240 this turn? I mean, they're going to take a ton. They're going to take a ton of prizes all at once at the end of this game. And they got the... Okay, wait, that's actually fine. Hang on, maybe we can punish them. There's a slight chance we can punish them and win this game, but, I mean, they're just going to get another Dragapult and win, and then we lose, but... Okay. I have to knock out the Dragapult. We have to get a rescue board, and then we can win. Or I guess I can get an energy and retreat. Oh, we're bailed out. We are bailed out by the Night Stretcher of all cards. All right, yes, let's use Impromptu Carrier. Let's get a rescue board for you. Because, of course, I can't get a rescue board when I need it. All right, so Grass Energy, we knock out... Wait, do we knock out the dude? I think we knock out the dude, right? Okay, Retreat. How much does math work? All right, so that's 260. And then Experience Share. Or, yeah, Experience Share on you. And then I guess I just put the counter gain on this Rotom. All right, well, there we go. Oh, that was perfect. I didn't realize. So we got the perfect KO, and they lose their Area 0 Underpants. That means nothing because they'll just bump their Badoo. So if you didn't know, the Farfetch'd, if you play it from hand, so you can't Poffin it or Artisan it or Ball it, that's why there's the Fan Rotom. So you Fan Rotom, you go get the Farfetch'd. The Farfetch'd gets you a tool, and it just helps accelerate your damage, but of course that did not happen this game. Oh my god, this is going to be very bad for us. Because they're about to get another Dragapult, and what, we top out at 240 and there's no Clefairy? Okay, so we're switching to the Clefairy build because apparently all we do is face Dragapult, and the Clefairy build is nice because you can use Counter Gain and just a manual attachment to attack with Clefairy. Well, I mean, yeah, it's been back-to-back games where we faced Dragapult, Pidgeot, but there was also a Charizard and a Dusknoir in that other one. And yeah, there's nothing I can do. There is no way that we can win the game. They're going to take 3 prizes this turn. They could also just knock out the Rotom. Oh, goodness. They still haven't even quick searched, by the way. And kilometers, I know, that's a great point that no one else has made this stream. You know, no one else has made that point so far. That's very good. But, you know, maybe if we get to hour 2 of the stream and we got nothing. Yeah, there needs to be a Dark Rotom and a Psychic Rotom and a whole other swath of things. But I think if we get to hour 2, we'll just play some Annihilate and you'll learn why Annihilate is terrible. Okay, I mean, I can discard the Luminous. That's a thing we can do, but then if I discard the Luminous, then they just knock me out with the Adrenabrain. So that's cool. Okay. Come on, Rotom. Ooh, funny number. Funny number. There we go, level 269. We got to funny number. Okay, so we have a Cornerstone Mask, we have a Terapagos, we have Mela, we have Counter Gain, we have Experience Share. This is definitely less a Rotom deck and more just like a toolbox deck, but I mean, that's kind of the point. So how many tools? So that's 1, 2, 5, 8, 12. So that's 360 if we have like all the tools, but you're meant to just hit for every weakness here. That's all you're trying to do right now is just hit for all the weaknesses. There's 2 Mela, which please don't mill the Mela. Please. I'm feeling it right now, Mr. Krabs. I am feeling it. This is the list. This is the build. We hit for like 6 different weaknesses. We even hit Pokemon that don't have weaknesses for weakness. No, there's no way we can lose. We hit everyone for weakness that matters. There's no deck that we don't hit for weakness. So there's nothing that PTCGL can throw at me that will stop this from winning. Okay, well this is something it can throw at me as an unplayable starting hand. Oh god. You know, where's Cleffa when you need it? I mean, is there a Tatsugiri or a Cleffa, or is it just like Mew is our... Oh, yep, I knew it. I knew it. We don't hit them for a weakness because they don't have a weakness. We're gonna have to use our cunning. I have to be a cunning linguist. Wait, what? Oh, okay. It's okay, so the Zacian is good. The Archaludon is bad. I think we can do this. Yeah, we can do it. We just have to get a starting hand. That's as long as we can have a starting hand, we'll be fine. As long as we have a starting hand, we can win this game. There's Cleffa. Okay, so it has... Oh, I don't know who to go for. Do we go for Cleffa or it has to be Tatsugiri, right? Because the Cleffa just gets knocked out from Zacian's attack. No, I'm not going to go for Mew, okay? We're going to retreat. We have to attract customers first. I can't... Oh my god, because I needed to let the game decide what I do. I needed to let the game be like, oh, this is what you have to do in this situation. I needed guidance, and then PTCGL just said, nah. All right, we're going to go and get... Does it matter? I don't think it matters who we go and get. But I am going to get all these things. Actually, we should get counter gains instead. Okay. All right, we're going to put the rescue board on you, the bravery charm on you. We're going to put the area 0 into play, and then we're going to end turn. And Nick, that's what someone who believes in the heart of the cards would do. If you whiff attract customers, you don't go, oh, I'm definitely going to hit the Mew. And I would have had to burn my treasure tracker, which I didn't want to do. So if you whiff attract customers, your next thought isn't, oh, let's go Mew EX for 2. See? Boom. Goated. Okay, yes. Thank you. It's a good thing that you're weak to metal. All right. This is shaping up to be good. We have a turn. Hostwick is fine. There's no way they play Hop's Choice Band, right? There's no way they're going to have a Hop's Choice Band in that hand. Though what they could do is retreat. Okay, we're fine. Because they could hard retreat and then evolve and then attach, but they didn't do that, which is good. That is nice. All right, so let's go. Now we can do the things. Now we can play with our ball of us. All right, so nest ball for... I guess we get the Heat Rotom. Sure, why not? Heat Rotom down, and then play with our balls. Terapagos seems like... Oh no, Cornerstone or Terapagos? Terapagos survives... But this guy doesn't get hit. So yeah, I guess it's Cornerstone, even though Terapagos can deal 240. So let's do that and that. And then I'm going to, unfortunately, have to put the Mew into play because now I definitely don't believe. Now is when I don't believe. I'm going to put an experience share there. Just don't give me an Ino. Okay, that's fine. I don't know what else we can get. Like a research? Yeah, I think research was the only other thing we could get. So we'll go Crispin this turn. And I will... I mean, I guess I knock out the Duraludon? Because at least that... No, we don't knock out the Duraludon. That'd be stupid, right? That'd be very dumb. Trust your pilots, no dummy. He's a smarty pants. No, there's no fighting energy in this list. It's just fire and psychic. The previous list had fighting for Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon. Then we realized that, what the hell? Okay. Don't do me like this. Don't do that. No, give me your Zacians. I spared your Duraludon. You owe me for that. Oh no. Okay, so all we have to do is counter catcher and then bosses. That's so simple. All I have to do is counter catcher and bosses in the same turn, and we just knock out the Archaludon. Easy peasy. Squeeze them cheeks. All right, here we go. There's a Rotom. That's not what we want. Okay, so... hang on, what did we just lose? So we have Clefairy, we have Fire Energy. I think that's a counter gain onto you, a Psychic Energy. Yeah. Maybe we play 2 counter catcher. You never know. Well, there's 1 counter catcher. Okay. How the hell did we not get another Area 0? Can I get an Area 0, please? Thank you. Was that so difficult? Okay, Rotom down. Let's pop in for nobody. Okay. I guess, yeah, we just knock out a Zacian right now. Because that's what we can do. We just knock out a Zacian. The experience share being on the Mew is kind of unfortunate, but we do have Mela for next turn. So let's go Poffin. Get rid of that. The Heat Rotom. So if I put a Bravery Charm on this guy, that's probably bad. So yeah, let's just take the knockout. Yeah, let's just do 240 and see what happens. All right, I imagine they're just going to knock out my Heat Rotom. Terapagos actually might have been better, but I was too worried that, they would maybe have a Monkey Dory or something, or they could Zacian and Pena damage Terapagos. Oh, crap. Okay, well, I guess we don't need you, and I don't think we need this Rotom. Right? Because I want to stop them from playing their ace spec, whatever it is. Whatever their ace spec is. If it's Hero's Cape, I don't want them, definitely don't want them to use Hero's Cape. If it's Prime Catcher, don't want them using Prime Catcher. And we do win the game with a Mew EX knockout on the Zacian. That is what I'm hoping for here, is we just knock out the Zacian with a Mew EX. Okay, so we have Mela. I can attack with this guy, which isn't great. There's Metal Defender. Like, am I being a little too worried right now about what's going to happen if I, don't do anything for a turn? Like, I could Cleffa for a turn and hope they don't have bosses. Okay, there's an experience share. There's a counter gain. Okay, so experience share goes there. Really don't want to put that Cleffa into play. Really don't want that Cleffa to go into play. But, yeah, let's... hang on. You can attach... yeah, so we can go... Mela to the Rotom. Draw 1. Draw 3 with Flip the Script. Okay, we can do this. That's good. For next turn. All right, so let's put a little bit of damage on them. I think we just hope they don't have an Ino. You want to watch the Cleffa get absolutely obliterated, disintegrated, bodied, as the kids say? All right, I think we can win now. As long as they don't just have back-to-back Gust, we win the game, is what I'm choosing to believe in my head. Okay, that's fine. Good thing I didn't put the... Who said they wanted me to put the Cleffa into play? I mean, obviously, if they don't have bosses, then it wouldn't have mattered, but somebody here tried to screw me over. Definitely an interesting move that they didn't just hard retreat the Archaludon, because that would allow them to, like, build up a really big Zacian, though I guess they're looking at my board and being like, yeah, I can get rid of those later. But if they just knock out the Rotom this turn, that's GG. Because they're going to have to take 3 knockouts to win, 2 more after the Rotom, and I have the Mew to just knock out this Zacian and now this Archaludon, unless they suck my butt. All right, there we go. See, I told you, we hit for every weakness with this build. Whatever you throw at me, we can beat off. I can beat off anybody. And they'll probably put the 30 on the Rotom. But thankfully, this is the best one, because it's the only one with 7... Oh, okay. It's the only one with 70 hit points, and it's also the only one that has a 1 retreat cost. Or the other Lightning one does, but it's the only one that has 70 hit points and a 1 retreat cost, making it the best, which is kind of sad. All right, we have to knock out the Zacian this turn. Yeah, I can't get a Heat Rotom. Okay, so we're going to put the Terrapados down. Let's Bravery Charm. Actually, let's Pheasantipity first. Oh, I guess I could have Super Rodded and gone for the Heat Rotom and then done the thingy thing. That might have been smarter. I might not be as smart a fart of a smella as I thought. Okay, well, let's go Super Rod. We're going to put in Heat Rotom and Energy, and that's fine. Okay. And then Experience Share the Terrapados. Mela wait. Hang on. Do I not have it? I don't think I have it. Yeah, I can't knock... Oh, I can knock out the Pheasantipity. Right? Because that's... No, it's 180. I can't knock out... We got to take the knockout with the Mew. Okay, that's fine. It's not good, but it's what we have to do. Okay, so then Mela to the Mew. Yeah, we got Experience Shares on both of these guys. I have a pretty decent hand. I could knock out the Archaludon, but I have a knockout on the Zacian, so let's just take it. Brave/KO. They're going to come up with this guy. We are saving our Countercatcher, which is very smart. I know, right? Trust your pilot making a smart decision. What's wrong with the world? And now we have Ultra Ball for Heat Rotom, Countercatcher on the Archaludon on the bench. GG, baby. Suck my butt. Unless they INO me, then we're so screwed. Oh, no. Oh, if they INO me, we are so out of this game. But if they don't INO, you know, maybe they're trying to hit me with a stamp or something. They're like, damn, I can't stamp because we got the Jenny. We got the Joy O Joy and we got the Jenny O Jenny. I'm not speaking it into existence. I'm speaking it out of existence. Ooh, wait, what are they doing? Are they attacking with Snorlax? That's not a knockout. Oh, they got Postwick, so they have to get their Choice Band. Oh, this is very smart. This is like the smartest play they could do right now, because it won't activate Countercatch. Okay, I'm putting that in the YouTube video, because yeah, they overthunk it. This is going in the YouTube video. This has unfortunately been kind of how my wins have gone for the last hour and a half, is opponents are just like, oh, I lose, I'm going to concede now instead of playing it out. So they went into the Snorlax. I guess I can kind of show you. They went into the Snorlax thinking, oh, I can attack with it, but they didn't have the Choice Band. They would have had the knockout thanks to Postwick and Hop boost itself up. So that would have been a knockout on the Mew. but I still would have activated Counter Catcher, and then I could have just knocked out the Duraludon on the bench with either Terapagos or Mo Rotom, maybe, or Heat Rotom. So we had game no matter what, and that's what I choose to believe. So that was our challenge. See, I told you. We win every matchup with this deck. You didn't believe me, but I told you. I told you. So yeah, so some of my crazy ideas, like I wrote down a couple notes, like Air Balloon and Brave Bangle will help improve this. I mean, I guess I leave a note that like, hey, play Rotom tools with Air Balloon and no, we're not doing that. I mean, I gotta think in the future of like what's the life gonna be like in August and September when there's no new set and things are just going terribly and I'm running dry like I Am Legends. Oh goody, we started back-to-back games. We just have the Clefairy, I think. All right, so Rotom, tools, Air Balloon, and Brave Bangle will help improve it. And then yeah, there's the wacky TM machine with 4 jamming tower. Amulet of Hope was another idea, like Lucky Helmet, Vengeful Punch, Energy Sticker, but that's not good. Okay, we don't hit for a Darkness weakness. We do not hit for a Dark weakness. No, Gay Pirate, no. No, I refuse. All right, so Rotom, let me, Amulet of Hope, and TM Machine plus Jamming Tower. All right, see, Secret Genius. Secret Genius Pilot. I mean, what if they're playing... Well, actually, we still don't do anything against Nidoking. But we can attack with the Cornerstone Mask because of the Luminous Energy. Ah, see, get bodied. And Stem Cells, thank you, I appreciate it. Oh, we have a terrible start. Unless we have a Totsadiri or a Cleffa. We have a Cleffa, we have no Totsadiri. This is a potentially winnable matchup. It's just we're not actually going to win it. Okay, so we have a Fire Energy in the discard pile. That's good. I guess I put the experience... And Stem, thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate it. It's always great when people say, hey, I like you. Here's some money. It's like, yeah, damn straight. Okay, so if we put the experience share on the Clefairy, that could help us out later on in the game. Oh, God. All right, we'll be okay. They can attack me with the Mimikyu? Yeah, but their Mewtwo can't attack my Cornerstone Masked Ogerpon. And the Mimikyu can't knock out my Cornerstone Masked Ogerpon, and I can knock them out. So yes, I understand that they can attack, but I'm not worried about the Mimikyu. I'm not worried about the Mimikyu. Yes, that's how it's pronounced. It's Mimikyu and Aegislash, not Mimikyu and Aegislash. According to the Pokemon Company, who's never wrong about pronunciations, who's never said Groudon and Kyogre. All right, so they going for my Mo Rotom? They're going for my Clefairy. You can't knock out my Clefairy, though. And Stem, wait for Genesect DX in 2 weeks. In 16 days, Genesect DX comes out. That's going to be its one chance of being playable. Oh, they do have an attack. All right. Yeah, it's pronounced Mimikyu. It's not Mimikyu, it's Mimikyu, according to their official thingy thing. All right, well, we can play with our balls. That's never a bad thing. I do have to put the Pheasantipity down. And then I guess I'm just retreating. That goes there. We retreat the Cleffa. And Counterdane goes here. I can't Night Stretcher, so we just got to draw 3 and hope they just knock out the Cleffa. Yeah, because I've had people talk about Steven's Metagross. I've kind of sworn off Steven's Metagross, but again, between Black Bolt and White Flare and Mega Evolution, I believe it's 2.5 months. Or, yeah, it's 2.5 months, so there's gonna be some downtime, shall we say. There's gonna be a little bit of a refractory period where I have to do things I'm not proud of. All right, that's a goated top deck. I guess we just Nest Ball for... They probably have Secret Box as their ace spec. So maybe it's a decent idea to go with the Genesect right now. All right, well, we're obviously knocking out the active. I have to counter gain somebody. I guess we counter gain the Genesect and hope they don't realize what they can do. So that is... Currently, we're only doing a little bit of damage. So I'm going to Pheasant Skibbity first and see if we can maybe get nothing useful. Thank you. All right, so let's go get rid of this Rotom and the Ino. We get the Terapagos. Okay, we can do this. We can do this, everybody. I am confident. I'm not that confident, but I'm confident enough. Oh, we got the treasure tracker, baby. We didn't get anything else we needed, but we got the treasure tracker. All right. So, excuse me? Could somebody tell me where the experience shares are? Hello? I'm looking for some experience shares. Could someone please point me in the direction of experience share? There's one on the Clefairy, but I would like it if there was another experience share somewhere. That'd be pretty sweet. All right, well, we're taking the knockout, so I'm not worried there. And Incineroar, yeah, Cofagrigus allows you to do some things. You know, that's definitely whack off territory. We're going to be whacking off with that for sure. But it's like, there's just... I'm so sour on Steven's Metagross. It was not a good experience. But the Cofagrigus allows you to fully take all the damage counters from one of your bench Pokemon and put them on any one of your opponent's Pokemon, but it does cost 2 energy, which is perfect for Steven's Metagross. The problem with Steven's Metagross is that the Metang does nothing. The Steven's Metagross does nothing aside from accelerate energy. So you basically, instead of like Dragapult, where it has Dracloak that draws you cards, it's just like, oh, you have to evolve through the Beldum and you have to evolve through the Metang. Clefairy? Yeah, they're gonna... well, that's fine. I don't mind if you knock out the Clefairy. It's not great, but you're gonna have to show me something. Mr. Low Elo Boy? I guess they're just not seeing what they need. My guess is that they just don't have whatever they need right now. Okay, so we can put them down to 3. That's really good. The Wash Rotom kind of sucks, but let's just go... We are losing. That's cool. Love that. I think I want to attach to the Mew. And then I'll Bravery Charm this guy. Retreat into the Rotom. Just make sure that my math is sound. Oh, you don't get this deck at all. What do you mean? It's a Rotom Area 0 deck. That is not ever going to draw Area 0, apparently. It's a Rotom Area 0 deck that just never draws Area 0. What's not to get? All right, so Buddy Poffin. I don't think there's anyone left. Oh, there's a Rotom. Cool. Okay, so we got Cornerstone Mass. That just gives me more options. We're losing, which is good. And then we knock out the Spidops. And remember that we prized a couple experience shares, so that's really good. But I would much rather have experience share ahead of time, so we don't have to attach counter gains to Mews when we don't want to have counter gains on Mews. But I think Mela is a very good card in this deck because it's guaranteed energy acceleration. It's like Raihan from back in the day. Okay, so we want to get rid of Cornerstone and Heat. Because we don't need to hit the Spidops for weakness. We get Cornerstone and Heat. Because if they take a knockout, I can attack with Terapagos. We just go Mela and then Psychic. You just have to make sure you have a Fire Energy in your discard pile. But what are they playing? There it is. Oh my god. What's the point of playing Iono? I literally Iono'd them into Mewtwo Factory Ariana. Spidops. I Iono'd them into Spidops Mewtwo Factory Ariana. What is even the point of that card? And they also just take a knockout because Rotom has such little hit points. And unfortunately, it's highly possible that I'm just out of the game right now. Oh, man. Okay. If I have an Iono, I would very much like to draw it right now. Make it so. That's not making it so. Okay. Obviously, we have to take a knockout with the Rotom. Who do we got? I mean, I could take a knockout, or I could have taken a knockout with the Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon. But that's not going to do it. All right, well, you're going to get that. And then I don't think I have anyone good to put the thingy thing on. All right, let's, yeah, that's the one thing, is that maybe they can't attack with Mewtwo. All of my Gust cards are in the deck. All right, well, Wash Rotom, you're going to get a tool. And then we're going to attach that there. Retreat. And then Gadget Show. Take the KO. Okay, so this was a Mewtwo deck, but you're seeing, well, I was going to say, you're seeing how good Spidops is, but, I mean, the fact that I have 70 hit points is the only reason they're doing anything. And the fact that PTCGL hates me. But I was like, oh yeah, Spidops, you're seeing Spidops is the best Team Rocket's Pokemon. Well, to be fair, it was doing 90 damage and not a whole lot else. So there's no way that I can knock out the Mewtwo, right? I would have to two-shot the Mewtwo. Oh yeah, now I definitely can't knock out the Mewtwo. Well, I was thinking, yeah, we could do 280, but I don't think I would have enough because I'd have to hard retreat this Rotom. That would lose me in energy, so I would have to get a rescue board out of the deck. So like I'd have to use research to get a rescue board. And then I could have knocked it out, but then PTCGL decided it hated me. Oh, this is bad. Well, I mean, they would have just brought up the Terapagos anyway, so it's like the Wash Rotom, yeah, it sucks, but they would have brought that. Ooh, okay. All right, well, let's do that. And then end turn. They're still short on basics. But if I can win this matchup, everyone has to agree with me that Team Rocket's Mewtwo is terrible. Though they probably have more Giovanni and can just win. How much do you want to bet that they have a 4th Giovanni and then they bring up like my Mew and are just like, they give me the thumbs up and then they realize way too late that they don't have enough bench Pokemon? But believe it or not, it does make sense to knock out the Tarantula, because if we knock out the Tarantula... What? Oh, okay. Interesting that they didn't move it to the... Unless they have more energy switch, and what their plan is they're going to hard retreat the Tarantula. Okay, well, they didn't do that. I think what they were thinking... It's very convoluted, by the way. Okay. So we go that there, that there. I can't really do anything else. We just go Gadget Show. So what they were planning on doing was they energy switch to the Tarantula, and then if they can draw into a Spidops, they could hard retreat the Tarantula, accelerate the energy back with Spidops, and then energy switch back up to the active. So I think that was their plan. And if If they... Oh, no. Do we lose now? If they can get all their basics... No, they don't got it. There's no way they got it. GG, baby. GG all the way. All right, we can all agree Team Rocket's Mewtwo is garbage compared to the true GOAT. The true GOAT of PTCGL. And if you're thinking at home, trust your pilot, you should boss the Mewtwo on the bench, because then that will increase your chances of winning. That's actually the opposite of what I should do. The reason that's the opposite of what I should do. Hey, how much do you want to bet that I.N.O. is a lie? How much do you want to bet that they get everything they need off of this? But the reason you don't bosses is because if they have a fourth Giovanni, then we would actually just give them game, potentially, but probably not. Okay, so 180. Easy. No, that was a misspeak. I misspeaketh. Do not demonetize this. I'm a family friendly. That was just a slip of the tongue inside I Am Legend's mom. There we go. Everyone type in the comments of the YouTube video. Team Rocket's Mewtwo is trash. Trust your pilot was right. Rotom Tools is better than Team Rocket's Mewtwo. I like feet. I'm going to post my feet pics in the Discord, and I'm also going to DM exclusive feet pics to Trust Your Pilot on Discord. And Nerd Out? Oh yeah, we're whacking off with Rotom. I'm gonna Rotom Toab everybody. You know, just gonna line all my viewers up and give them a Rotom Toab. You don't have to be a part of the 5%. I'll give it to anyone who wants it. You know, anyone who consents to it, you're gonna get Rotom. Why do I keep saying Rotom? Rotom Toabs. It's a motorboat. Rotom Toab or Tayob is I'm gonna motorboat you. Okay? Just get ready for a motorboat. That's the joke, is I'm going to motorboat you. As everyone knows, if you have to explain the joke, that's the best part. Well, we've already lost this one. I don't know what we're facing, but we've already lost. That's how you know. Wait, this list had a Tatsugiri in it? Since when? Since when did this list have a Tatsugiri in it? All right, well, I guess we put that down. Nerd Out, unfortunately, this deck does not work as it is. In Fantasyland, where PTCGL cooperates, then maybe, but not in reality. All right, well, that's pretty good. We can potentially take a knockout, but if this is Grimmsnarl, that's just, like, really bad, even though we have a lot of things going our way. But yeah, I mean, I tried a bunch of different builds. Getting tools is not as easy as you think, but it's easier than getting energy because you have to put 2 energy on this thing. You have to use counter gain and experience share, and turbo energize, and I tried Revavroom and all the bad stuff. Trust me when Trust Your Pilot says, I've tried them all. It has not gone my way. Well, you got to get some base. Okay, there we go. Where's your town store? You don't need town store because you have treasure tracker. Well, it's a good thing we can attack with that dark type in our deck. I was really worried we weren't going to be able to attack with that dark type. All right, well, it's not going in the YouTube video just because it is Guardy. Okay, you know, there's the turn 1, double Curlia. Let me guess, they have a supporter in their hand. Let me guess, there's a supporter in that hand. And we're about to get extra handsy. Oh, cool. We prized our other we prized our other psychic energy. Fantastic. How did you know that's what I've always wanted? Okay, so I guess what we put the experience share on the we put the experience share on the active and then the bravery charm on the Cleffa. That's what we got to do. All right. Well, everyone can retreat because we have the Earthen Vessel and Cleffa has free retreat. So, oh, you just believe that hard. Well, I mean, with 2 psychic energy already in the discard pile, they probably just got it like that. Is there... I mean, if they just have a dead hand, okay. I mean, if they just go Ultra Ball and they don't have an energy in there, if they don't have a psychic energy in their hand. So if they have Ultra Ball and they don't have a psychic energy in their hand, we have a chance. But Nerd Out Music Gadget Show, that was, oh, they're going to play with their secret box. Great. Gadget Show was the Japanese name. The English translation is Treasure Tracker. So they can get item, tool, stadium that can be used this turn. God, can you believe in 3 months, the stadium they can get can draw them 6 cards? Isn't that insane? That it's like, oh, you know, a stadium now is Artisan. In just under 3 months, the stadium they get draws them 6 cards. Oh, the attack. Oh, I thought you were thinking of Treasure Tracker. Yes, every Rotom has Gadget Show. Sorry, I was thinking because the Treasure Tracker had. Yes, you're right. Yes, every Rotom has the tool drop attack. Or I know that's what we call it. So what did they get off of the secret box? They had a psychic energy in their hand. Of course they did. Why wouldn't they have a psychic energy in their hand? Yeah, it's just so crazy. It's like, oh yeah, I'll just draw 6 cards. No big deal. I played Secret Box and I drew. Okay, all right. Okay. Chill. You had a Darkness and a Psychic and an Arven for a secret. Oh my god. We just need one more game for the YouTube video, and I mean, I'm not happy, but we'll include it. Cool guy. You better be playing an Ice type deck. Oh yeah, and for those of you who watched the trailer, the next Mega Evolution reveal is on July 10th, so that's a week Thursday. And then 2 weeks on Thursday is Black Bolt and White Flare. All right, well, let's show them the Mew so they have no idea what they're facing. So a week this Thursday. Oh, goody, Jamming Tower. It's Raging Bolt, though, so this could be a winnable game. But yeah, week Thursday, it'll be more details on Mega Evolution. I don't know what else they could reveal, because we'll probably get like Japanese reveals at the same time. Okay, decent start. And then we'll also know the Black Bolt and White Flare Battle Pass free decks a week Thursday. So it's going to be a busy like 2 weeks for me. I have, 5 Black Bolt and White Flare preview videos. I'm going to blow my load for the last time, like next week with decks. And then we have, more Mega Evolution reveals. So I'm going to be in 3 different formats all at the same time. And Clan Burglar, all of them. You got to be prepared for Rotom. If you're not prepared for Rotom, you're about to get blow-tomed? I don't know. So if I can get Genesect, we can shut off their Prime Catcher, which is... Oh, this is great. Raging Bolt is very much a winnable matchup for us. The problem is that we don't have a good starting hand. I mean, though I can knock out the fan Rotom, but that would activate Fez and Stiabity. You know what? Let's go for it. Let's ruin everything. Let's ruin our lives. Hey, press 1 if you want me to ruin my life. Yeah, we'll get Rescue Board and that. I probably should have checked to make sure we have the Psychic. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we have the Psychic. I was worried there for a second that maybe we didn't have the Psychic. And yeah, we'll attack with the Lightning type one. And that'll go there. We hit him with the old Retreat. Bravery Charm. Double Experience Share. Okay, and then we can't do anything else. Obviously, yes. I should have gone for I&O because I know that they have everything they need to have an insane turn next turn. But apparently I prized my Heat Rotom, and I definitely knew that. So that's why I went for the KOs, because I knew we'd get the Heat Rotom, and that allows me to knock out the Cornerstone Masked Ogerpon. And to be completely honest, I think what would happen is they will choose to go after the Mew EX, if anything. So if they get the Raging Bolt and the Prime Catcher, I would have liked to have, gotten a Genesect or something, but that obviously didn't happen. Okay, if they want to take the knockout with Teal Masked Ogerpon, that's bad. Unless I top deck a Mela, which would be hilarious. But I think even if I top deck a Mela, we don't have it, right? Because that would be 90. I'd have to top deck a Mela and then draw. I'd have to top deck a Mela and then draw a basic, and then we would have it. And you want to make Tinkaton meta? It doesn't work with Ignition Energy, right? Tinkaton EX? I think it's been a while since I played a Tinkaton deck. Tinkaton. So the EX. Oh, yeah, you can. You just use Ignition Energy. So there you go. Black Bolt and White Flare solves all your problems. Black Bolt and White Flare brings it right back. Tinkaton EX. Maybe I'll even mention that in a video. But the problem, obviously, is that I&O exists and Unfair Stamp exists. But you just load it up with the Dunsparce, and you draw a million cards. Maybe put Lucky Helmet in there, see what you can do, whack off a little bit, have fun. Has to be a Prime Catcher. We have to be Amazon Prime Catchering here. Oh. Interesting. There's no way they have a Counter Catcher. Ooh, this is good. So yeah, they got rid of 2. They're on odd prizes, which is great for us. But now we're kind of in a tricky situation here. Well, there's a Tatsugiri. Okay, so if I put the Rescue Board there and Counter Gain... No, we don't want the Counter Gain on you, so... Oh, this is so tough. I guess we put the Counter Gain here, and then we go attach there, and then we go I&O. Because they would have to get like a pretty crazy hand here. They would have to get the craziest handy. And we don't need any more supporters. But I think I hit into them. Right? I was thinking maybe we'd go for Cleffa, but maybe I hit into them. Oh, this is tough. No, I'm going to go for the Cleffa. I'm going to go for the more risky strategy because I'm a crazy person. And this is obviously not paid off, and I regret everything. I have made a terrible miscalculation here. That was my third ex-wife, miscalculation, because she always told me how wrong I am about everything. All right, here we go. Yeah, they're going to knock out the Cleffa. I don't even know if the Clefairy's in the deck. Hopefully it is. We're going to have to draw into it. Okay, they have Area 0 Underpants. That's fine. And they have the Prime Catcher. See, that's why I wanted to get the Genesect. Okay, I mean, we can still do this. It's just, again, it's a very long shot that we can win. I went for the risky play, but yeah, you needed to get the Genesect if you want to have a chancey here, and I just did not get the Genesect. Okay, well, we'll put that on the Rotom because that's what we want to do. All right, so how can I run this back? Well, that's not going to do it. Crap. Okay. How many counter gain am I down? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I guess that's just an I-O and hope. An I-O and hope I get nothing. Cool. Love that. Love that stuff. Okay. We're going to put you down. We're going to put nothing else down, and we're just going to grasping draw, and we're going to hope for, oh God. Okay. We have to top deck something here. Like, why can't I find my balls right now? Press 1 if you know where my balls are. Can somebody please tell me where are my balls? I need them. Because I can still win. It's just very unlikely. You know, my percentage chances of winning kept going down. Like, I should have maybe hit into the Raging Bolt. And maybe I was a little too hyper fixated on doing other things. But you think the deck would cooperate at some point, right? I was thinking, oh, you know, the deck's definitely going to cooperate. Eventually, it's gonna get me cards that I need eventually, right? Okay, we can do this. I think we're a little out of it right now, but we can definitely do this. And there's the nest ball. Perfect timing. Just when I needed you. Exact right time. You know, great. Thank you. Okay, so let's put that there. Rescue board there. Do I seriously not have a... Oh, I don't have a fire energy in the discard pile. Okay, well, that's fine. There's the Clefairy. Great timing, buddy. Okay, what do we got? You got something? All right, can we get something from you? There's a research. Wait, we definitely don't have it now, right? We would have been able to take the knockout if they didn't have Bravery Charm. Okay, we're going to run this one back. I know how to play this matchup now. I hope somebody does that at a regional on stream. Like, there is countercatcher. There's 2 countercatcher in the deck. 3, well, the Area 0 wasn't as important. There's Mela. You know, there's counter gain and we should have been fine. We should have won that game. If PDCGL didn't stand in our way. We have like an hour. I'm willing to go for an hour. You know, it's what I told I Am Legend's mom last night. I'm willing to go for an hour if I get something out of it. Okay, wait, are we going first or second? Oh, we're going second, as long as this isn't a donk deck. Okay, that's a good sign. If this is Raging Bolt, well, I mean, this is... I'm going to take a wild guess and say this probably isn't Raging Bolt. Okay, so we know how to win this one. I think I prioritized the Genesect, to be completely honest. But I do have the energy, which is a bit of a problem. So maybe I just go... Mo... Ooh, we can get Wash Rotom. Oh, I don't know which one they're going to go for, though. Oh, that's not good. I can get a Rotom. Did they just go for... Okay. Oh yes, please evolve. Please. Evolve. Tell me who you're evolving into. Evolve into somebody. Come on. Yes, yes. This is great. Now I know. Oh, it's Flare. Oh, we just go for Wash Rotom, which definitely won't be prized. Oh, we gotta give him a thumbs up on that one. Oh, this is great. If you feel a tingling in your balls, that's because my opponent... Are you freaking kidding me? I mean... Oh my god, this game is great. This game is amazing. This is the greatest game I've ever played. Okay. All right. Okay. Yep, just pound my butt right now. Can somebody please pound my butt? My butt needs a pounding. Because PDCGL needs to take me on a date first before it gives me this pounding. Okay, so I was going to say I didn't know which type of Eevee box deck this was because they got the Sylveon sleeves. But then they went ahead and evolved into their Flareon to show me that, oh, hey, this is the Flareon build, Trust Your Pilot. So you should do the thing. You should go get Wash Rotom. Guess which Pokemon is prized? Oh my god, it's the Wash Rotom. But it's a good thing that the Eevee deck is so bad, because now I can just genome hacking in Carnelian, which is the city from Star Fox and Smash Bros. But we can just win. Oh. But they used... Wait, why... Okay, they did go a little crazy, and they grabbed Eevee and I think 2 Hooters off of Fan Rotom. If they had preemptively gone to Noctowl instead of Hooters... If they'd gone to the Sausage Factory, then I think they would have been able to knock out my Mew just with like a bosses or something. Though if they have a Iron Bundle for a Nest Ball plus Sparkling Crystal, then we're screwed. But it looks like they're just going Burning Charge, setting up another Eevee, and then we'll be fine. But Ino is my supporter, and that's less good. They're like, what are the odds, right? What are the odds that they get it off of this? They were way too greedy. They played Crispin as their supporter. They didn't set themselves up. There's no way that they have it. We're going to knock out their stupid Flareon. We're going to put the Genesect down with the rescue board. I am not going to use Ino, because we can still win even if that happens. I am that confident that even if the Mew gets knocked out, we can still win. Because you're not going to have your damn Sparkling Crystal A-Spec. And then we just get the Poffin. Just like that, baby. Just like that. Okay, so maybe we should have the Totsudieri as well. And then we have the Rotom. And then we go... Rescue board. Psychic Energy. We can't put the Bravery Charm on the dude, but let's just go Genome Hacking off. Carnelian. Oh yeah, I know. They're going for the Sylveon energy. But they are not expecting me to be this goated at this game. They are not expecting Trust Your Pilot to be this amazing when he prizes his Wash Rotom. Literally the first prize we take is Wash. Oh my god. Everything was set up so perfectly. I had a Cleffa in the active, a Wash Rotom, a Counter Gain, and a bunch of energy. The only thing that could go wrong is if the Wash Rotom is prized. Guess what we prized? The Wash Rotom. Yeah, I've talked about this before. The thing that's going to make me stop playing this game is the stupid prizing mechanic. You just go up with the Fan Rotom unless you got it like that. Or did they rage quit? Ooh. But, like, this is why we need the draw 13, choose 7 for your starting hand, shuffle the other 6 and put them in your prizes. Because then it makes it more better, more strategic. It gives you more control. It makes less mulligans, which is great. Less mulligans is awesome. Less dead starts, less crappy donks. And it's just more strategy. Just give us another game mode. You don't have to replace the game mode. You know, like, oh, we want to have trainer trials. You know, we have trainer trials to whack off with different game modes. What do you want? Well, obviously the thing we want most is GLC, and then second we want draw 13, choose 7. Except instead of giving us what we want, they're just repeating the trainer trials. That was like the first thing they said was, oh, post in the forums and let us know what you want from future trainer trials. And then we did, and they've just been repeating the trainer trials like multiple times now. And it's like, what was the point of asking us our opinion if you're just going to repeat the same old ones that we don't really like? Okay. Oh, I wonder if they're going to try to go for a sparkling crystal and then they're going to concede. But they need a water energy. And they do have one. So they can Night Stretcher for a water energy and Angelite, which is dumb. But what I don't like about Sylveon is that there's an S-ball, is that Magical Charm affects the Mew. It's not Sylveon takes 100 less damage. It's your opponent's active does 100 less the next turn, which I think is terrible. Okay, so yeah, they're thinning out their deck. They're really relying on this flip the script. What do I do? Oh yeah, so they're going for it. They're going for Sparkling Crystal. They're going to choose wrong. Press 1 if you think they're going for Sparkling Crystal. Press 2 if you think they're going for Night Stretcher or Earthen Vessel, or maybe they're going to hedge their bets and go for both and not allow themselves to screw this up. But Magical Charm still doesn't do it. Like they can go, they went Crispin Night Stretcher. Okay, so they're smart. They know what they're doing. They're a real fart smell. Wait, did they play a supporter this turn? Cyrano. Okay, so there's no way they're using Angelite. There's absolutely no shot. Like, why would you Angelite when you can do 160 to a Mew that you can't clean up later? And we'll just we'll hit them with the metal Rotom. That is the strategy. We hit this guy with the dark Rotom, this one with the metal this one with the fighting Rotom. Okay, was not expecting that. That was not what I was expecting. I mean, if I attach the Bravery Charm and the Luminous to the Wash Rotom, then I can use Research and we don't give them extra cards. So, and the Area 0 is probably not going anywhere. That's good with me. We're obviously going to retreat. Go into you. Cleffa down. Okay, so Rotom, I'm not really worried about that. We're not going to put multi-prizers in there right now. Let's go attract customers. Ooh, there's a Mela. Wait, do we even have any fire? Yeah, we don't have any fire energy, but I can put fire energy in the discard pile. So I think, honestly, this is just an end turn. And they will likely go for the Tatsugiri, knock out the Tatsugiri. And yes, I know having the Luminous on the Wash Rotom isn't the greatest strategy in the history of the universe, but we'll be fine. You worry too much. I got this one. There's no way I lose this one. If I lose this one, I will admit that Rotom Tools is not very good. Yeah, well, I could have used Iono, but I didn't want to give them an extra card because we know their hand isn't great. Like, it's what? Crispin and then a bunch of just random stuff. Though they could have Counter Catcher, which would be not as great. But if they want to get the Sylveon out of the active, they have to hard retreat it by getting rid of 2. Yeah, there's Magical Charm. I knew what they were doing. I knew what they were doing before they knew what they were doing. Part 2. Crown Opal. Yeah, I'm worried about the Crown Opal. But if I can knock out the Sylveon with my Clefairy, right? That's how math works. So we go, okay, math time. Everybody, get ready. I have to do math. Hold on to your butts. I got to do some math. Okay, so we go Night Stretcher for the Tatsugiri. And then that goes there. I Treasure Tracker for one of each because we want to thin out the actually how many Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. We're going to be totally fine. And then we go get rid of the bravery charm for a 2 fire. There we go. We got 2 fire. And then we get rid of double fire. Okay. Everything is slowly happening. We'll get the cornerstone mask because we can attach a thingy thing to it. Okay. Psychic energy there. Rescue board. Experience share on you, and then we'll draw 1 with the Mew in case we get a basic. Awesome. Wait, oh, right, they shuffled it in. I was like, wait, why is my Genesect in the deck? All right, I'm going to risk putting the Genesect into play with the counter gain. I know that's not maybe the best. All right, then we got it. We're knocking out the dude. I can guarantee you we're knocking out the dude here. Oh, please tell me my math is right. Please tell me. Please tell me I know how to do math. 320? I'm so good at math, I got the wrong answer and I still win. See, math is subjective. This is what I tell everybody. Math is completely subjective. And now we can win next turn with Clefairy if I can get it back, but I believe we're down our Night Stretcher, which is concerning. Okay, but I do have the potential to do 240. So we can knock out their Mew, we can knock out Terapagos, we can knock out Pheasantstibity. The issue is that we're going to be ahead on prizes and I'll need to get bosses, but the Area Zero is staying in play. Come on, Skeeter. All right, that's a good play. They're going to Crown Opal, which is bad. But Crown Opal's not a knockout. So that's fine. If you want to take a turn to use Crown Opal, go for it. I don't think that's the correct play unless you have a Vitality Band or something. Oh, I got there, Louis Clefairy? Well, then I can just use Mew to copy the Louis Clefairy. So after playing this for way too long than a sane person should, this is by far the best build of Rotom. You cannot play Rotom on its own. Even the Revavroom build, oh god. Don't bring up my Genesect. Oh, what? Why? Geyser Beam, why are they doing this? They're gonna Crown Opal? Okay, no, we're gonna put the Psychic Energy there in case we have to use Mela. Everybody, unfollow Geyser Beam if somebody gives Geyser Beam a shout out. Make sure you unfollow Geyser Beam. All right, so Crown Opal means I can't hit into them. I can knock them out with my own Terapagos. But how do we... Okay, so we're gonna attack with Cornerstone. Yes, because we hit them for a weakness, right? Right, Geyser Beam? We're just gonna hit them for a weakness? Oh, the game is chugging. Oh, wait, do we prize Pheasantipity? Only took me until the end of the game to figure that one out. All right, well, we're actually going to lose if we prize the Pheasantipity. If we don't get a bosses here, I am going to ban Geyser Beam because there's no other way I can thin. I mean, if it's an Iono, then maybe we can come out of this. There we go. See, this is the flip side. You know, if you prize your bosses, that's fine. I'm going to knock out your damn Clefairy. Or if you never see your bosses until the end of a game, that's fine because that means they're at the bottom of your deck. And they can be found easily. There you go. So I struggled so heavily. Subscribe to the VOD channel. Oh my god, those were some prizes. Subscribe to the VOD channel to watch the first like 2 hours of this stream that weren't in the YouTube video where I was playing the Revavroom build and things were going horribly. Even with one Revavroom EX in play, you still top out at 270 unless you play damage modifying tools. Clefairy was the MVP. But the way this deck works is you hit for weaknesses. So the Louis Clefairy, that deals with dragons. Then you have grass, water, fire, earth, and air. And you hit for all those weaknesses. So if you face a deck that's weak to fighting or dark, well, sucks to be you. But you can't really play Rotom on its own. You gotta play a toolbox deck with like a Clefairy and Area Zero. And as you've seen, it works out kind of well. What about playing with your Pearl? That's actually in the other build. That is actually the other build that I have. Okay, so this is just a regular old Clefairy. There is Lily's Pearl. There's Crispin. So yeah, let's try this. This was another list from Japan. And Mark, I've literally been talking about it. I've mentioned the stream title in the stream multiple times. I'm starting to think that people don't listen to me. I'm starting to think that I'm just white noise for you to fall asleep to. Well, no, it's a reskinned Pachirisu Honchkrow. And Mark, you should be giving me all of your money and all of your attention. And to hold people in suspense, I will play Annihilate after this. So let's start a prediction for the Annihilate game. I'll play the one that won a tournament in Japan, but let me tell you that I tested it and it's bad. It is horrible. So somebody bet 30K on a win and everyone else bet 1 on a loss, and it'll be hilarious. Okay, well, if we send up the Shaman, they don't know what they're facing, but what the hell is all this crap? Okay, maybe we'll get a playable card. Ooh, maybe they won't be here. As bad as Mousehole EX? Well, Annihilate only gives up a single prize, so maybe not that bad. Oh, goody gumdrops. Goody freaking gumdrops. We got another handy fan. Oh, man, I was so worried that we were not going to get a handy there. Okay, I have to put the Lucky Helmet on the Shaman to maybe draw 2 cards and get us out of this. And Merciless Gohan, it definitely will. And somebody did spend 25K. Everyone vote no. Everyone spend 10 channel points on no, and you'll get your share of 25K. Somebody is a crazy person and spent all of their channel points to lose all of their channel points. Who's the crazy person? Who amongst you is crazy? Press 1 if you're crazy. Mark, it does, but it takes effort for me to look. It takes like 5 seconds for me to look and find the answer. And you know I'm not doing that. You know I'm not putting that effort in. All right, well, we are playing a Clefairy build. That's the good news. The bad news is, you know, just gesturing in the general direction of the screen. Exactly. Exactly. And I don't think I've talked about this on stream, but I tried to play Shadow of the Colossus, the PS4 version. I forgot how poorly that game aged. It did not age like I Am Legend's mom, that's for sure. And Teen Super Smacks, we played that for an hour and a half. I didn't get a single YouTube-worthy game. But yeah, Shadow of the Colossus aged terribly. I got to, like, the fourth Colossus, which is the one that is flying and you have to, like, ping it with arrows, and then it flies down, and you have to jump at the exact second, then you have to climb on it. And then if you fall off for whatever reason, you have to repeat that 5-minute process. And I was just like, I can't. No, it did not age well. You know, back on the PS2, I played through it all the way until like the final boss. Then I gave up for whatever reason. You know, that's back when I was on, what, my second marriage? And she probably got the PS2 in the divorce because Chad wanted one. Ugh, Chad. Ooh, see, I told you, we're going to draw 2 cards. See, and you said Lucky Helmet was a terrible card. We're going to get nothing off of this, but... Oh, we actually did get nothing. Oh my god. All right, well, we're going to do 60 damage. That's what this deck is designed to do, right? Ooh, we got more Rotom. Oh god, please help me. Help. What did I do to deserve this? I don't deserve this kind of treatment. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that people playing it for the first time might like it, but not me. Not when I'm so sophisticated. I'm just too sophisticated for games like that. What, you didn't like hand-holding the whole time? You know, I think I'm just not as big of a fan of those games as I thought because I played The Last Guardian and I gave up after a few hours because the Trico just didn't listen. And I know that was part of the game design. I was like, oh, you know, we're going to make it like a dog. You know, sometimes your dog or your cat doesn't always listen to you. It would literally never do anything I wanted it to do. Like I get the fun mechanic of, oh, you know, it's a dog. Ha ha ha, funny funny. It might not listen to you once in a while, but it just never ever listened to me, and I was just like, yeah, that's not fun. And okay, so they're playing the winning list, and yeah, you got about halfway through, and just yeah, it's not fun when the game relies on your companion dog unicorn thing listening to you, and it doesn't listen to you ever. But enough about terrible games. Let's talk about a great game, PDCGL. Am I right? Oh, speaking of that, Clam Burglar, do not watch the trailer for Project Hail Mary. If you've read the book, obviously go ahead. If you have not read the book, do not watch the trailer. It just tells you everything. So, under no circumstances should you watch the trailer for Project Hail Mary. Just go watch the movie. It's good. It'll be good. Okay, if you like The Martian, it's from the same dude who wrote The Martian. So if you like The Martian, just watch Project Hail Mary when it comes out and just enjoy the ride. And Mad Prince, I mean, how many subs are you gifting? How many subs you want to be gifting? You know, help comes at a price. Did they just get a vitality just like that? All right. Okay. Chill, Talia Al Ghul. Mad Prince. No, they lied to you. They lied to you. No, that's what they originally said in their original announcement. And then, like a couple days after, they changed it so it doesn't say that anymore. They said, "Oh, we'll probably reset the limits," and then they deleted that part of the message and said, "We're not going to reset the limits." So they lied to us. And no, they set shop limits, said, "Oh, we might reset them," and then they deleted the part about resetting shop limits. And not only did they make the game worse by introducing shop limits, but they lied to us about that, and it's not fun. So yes, the economy is worse than ever. But that's PDCGL, baby. If they can make the game worse, they're gonna do it. So then after Shadow Rider, you have to go to what's the next best one? It's Ice Rider, right? So if you got 4 Shadow Rider, then you go to Ice Rider, and then you got to check out my guide because I can't remember. It makes no sense. Okay, if everyone wants to laugh and watch Mark lose 25,000 channel points, here we go. We're about to... Well, actually, this isn't terrible. It'd be nice if I could top deck, like, playable card. All of a sudden, we have 5 seconds. Well, what do you mean we have 5 seconds? For what? Oh, no, to find out who voted is an extra step. To find out... No. What are you talking about? And then, look at this. This would have been the perfect matchup for Rotom. Oh, yeah, thank you for the glorious top deck. All right, well, I'm actually not going to use research now because that's a fool's errand. I'm no fool. We're not going to do that. We're going to use our Primeape. Okay, well, we're not going to use that Prime. Oh, my God. Look at how much worse this hand got. See, this is the Japanese... This won a tournament in Japan. And as I tell everybody, you cannot trust results in Japan. You cannot make an entire series of YouTube videos based on Japan. And Mad Prince, I don't know. That depends on you. It's impossible to tell you what you should do. It's if you plan on playing PDCGL for the next year or two, yes, go for celebrations. If you do not plan on playing PDCGL for more than a couple months, then just continue buying the best lead battle decks. It's if you're in it for the long haul, yes, celebrations. If you're not, then pick the best lead battle deck. It's stupid. It's a question only you can answer. It's like how Goku helps those who help themselves. Celebration superior, but you have to spend, what does it take, like 3 months to get enough celebrations to really start to see a turnaround? It's either 2 or 3 months. It depends, how many daily quests you're doing. Back when I did that original math, I think we still had 2 daily quests, so it is a little bit different. Okay, well, actually, we can knock out the Char Cadet, which is kind of funny, but then we're gonna lose our dude. Well, okay, please give me some basics, Pheasantipity. Okay, I said basics. Basics, not 1. All right, so let's go the Danky Manky. And then we have Counter Catcher. All right, so we just go Buddy Buddy Poffin and TM Evolution. This Venture Bomb is going to be very important. That's the one that does 70. Great. Buddy Buddy Poffin. Go get Double Manky. Retreat into the Primeape. Counter Catcher. Char Cadet. I have yet to flip tails on a Venture Bomb, by the way, for those of you at home wondering. Has Trust Your Pilot flipped tails on a Venture Bomb in his testing? No, I've flipped 0. Now, here's where we hope that they get a little too antsy in the pantsy and they go for the Pheasantipity, not realizing that my Primeape is going to body them. Oh, also, we hit them for a fighting weakness. Because they have to attack with the Terapagos. There's no other... Well, they can attack with the Ho-Oh, but they can only attack with the Terapagos because we knock out their Char Cadet. Was it Gardis who did the math on the Discord and said that if you buy the Ice Rider deck after the Shadow Rider deck, it's actually somewhat comparable because you get a lot of the cards in the Ice Rider deck from the Shadow Rider deck? Damn it, they didn't do the thing. If they had bossed my Pheasantipity and knocked out the Pheasantipity, we'd be in a much better spot. Ooh, this is the first time I haven't prized Rantry. Okay, so they've taken 2. I mean, this is a little unfair, Stamp, because we are just going to win through weakness. This doesn't really paint the story here, the Trevor story. Damn, Legacy Energy on the active. All right, well, I could bosses the Pheasantipity, I guess. But we have to Grand Tree first, simply because I might draw into the Annihilate that I want. Well, I guess we can't, right? Because I'm going to get the Annihilate I want no matter what, because it's on the bottom. All right, so Grand Tree first. I will... Primeape. Who do we Primeape? Who do we want to do? If I can Tantrum... I think it makes sense to Tantrum just to knock out the Terapagos, and then we Iono them. We do have a... Hang on. Yes, we have Fighting Energy. All right, yeah, okay, yes, thank you. Okay. And then we want to Tantrum. And we'll still have access to Reversal Energy the following turn. That's good. And then Buddy Buddy Poffin for Mimikyu and Duskull. Who else we got in here? Apparently nobody. All right, we Iono. Hope. Well, I mean, they have Pheasantipity and a million other things, but we can maybe win. Not anymore. Oh my god, this is the worst. I could not have gotten a worse hand. I don't think there is a hand that could have been worse than this. Unless this is like a Night Stretcher. Oh, we got the rare candy. Okay, we're fine. Interesting. So if they... Oh, they're going up with the Ho-Oh. I was going to say, if they go up with the Wellspring Mask Oderpon, they could pick off somebody on the bench with Torrential Pump, but I could try to flip through Destined Fight Confusion. Yeah, you get an Armarouge, that's fine. But I can Super Rod a Primeape back in if you don't Iono me or Stamp me or anything. Oh, they can't Stamp me because they played Legacy Energy as their A-Spec because this is Ho-Oh Arm. Oh, no. They didn't even have to Pheasantipity for it. Okay, so Ho-Oh is bad, but you know what we're going to do. You know what's coming. I am going up with this Annihilate, and we're going to try to take a knockout, because this one's only doing 210, though that would be a knockout if I get a counter catcher. No, I refuse. I refuse. We're going to get a Venture Bomb. We're going to send this one into the active. We're going to flip tails on Venture Bomb, and it's going to be B-A-U-T-full. B-E-A-U-T-full. Okay? That is what's going to happen. Nothing can stop me. And King Super Specs, yeah, I don't know what they were thinking. I was thinking like, oh, they're probably just going to go for Latios, then attack with the Wellspring Mask. But if they're feeling it, they are feeling it, but this could backfire on them. Because if I flip heads on Destined Fight, I just knock out the Wellspring Mask Ogerpon and go into Mimikyu. I mean, what else? They're realistically, their only attack is Wellspring Mask Ogerpon. They're not going to risk their... Was that really? Oh, they Ionode me. Great. Hey, there's all my rare candy. God. Okay. Like, the thing with the Annihilate is that they're all good in their own right. This takes a guaranteed knockout, then you can promote your Mimikyu. The Lose Cool one can do 280 if it has 2 damage counters on it, and then the other one can do, what, 350? At the end of a game, with it does 70 times prizes. So they're all good in their own right. It's just, you'll never get the one you need for the right situation. You know, we need an Evolution Incense for like tier 1 single or stage 2 single prizers. Because Evolution Incense got a little crazy. It's just like, oh, go get any evolution. We need like a stage 2 single prize Evolution Incense. Because that would be fair and balanced, and it would make, you know, stage 2 decks slightly better. But of course, they would never listen to me. That'd be they could never listen to Trust Your Pilot. Why would we listen to that guy? He's crazy. He plays PDCGL every day. All right, I would assume they're going to go for the Mankey with the reversal on it. If they just got to tap a couple buttons. That's all you got to do is just tap it in. Just tap it in. Just tap the Armarouge. Tap it again. And then... what the hell? What? Interesting decision. Well, we didn't get an energy, so, I mean, who's the idiot now, am I right? I mean, I can't even Dusclops. I could Tantrum. If I Tantrum and it's Tails, then Torrential Pump gets much better. So I guess we hit end turn? I don't know. If we just got an energy, that changes everything. Then we could have just flipped through it, Destined Fight, send up the Mimikyu. They have no answer to it. Boss? Wait, what? Are they going for... what is happening? Oh, I see. Okay, that's what they were planning. That did rely on me not getting an energy and also not flipping heads on Confusion. So I'm not sure if that was necessarily the smartest strategy, but they probably saw my name and were like, oh, I can make the riskiest play and it'll pay off. All right, that's fine. Okay, so I think what I do is I Poffin first to shuffle the deck. Poffin first, shuffle the deck. Poffin first, shuffle deck. Draw 3, draw all the cards I need. Very simple. Actually, we did draw everything we needed. Okay. Well, we don't have everything we need. Actually, yes, we do, because I just Colress. They're probably going to have a bosses, but that's okay. All right, so if I go reversal, and then I don't believe we have another Mankey. I think we're out of Mankey now. Yeah, if we weren't out of Mankey, we could have done this. You know, we only have 2 Super Rod and 2 Night Stretcher. Who would have predicted me getting those? Yeah, I mean, they haven't attacked with whoever they want, but we tried. Okay, I can send up the Mimikyu. Maybe we get an Iono, and then they just don't draw a Gust card. Though the Mew knocks out the Mimikyu. So that's bad. Oh, wait, no. Oh, hello. Something crazy is about to happen. I really wish I hadn't put the reversal on the thing. Oh, this is going to be amazing if it works. This is going to be the greatest moment in the history of the game if this works. And I will put this in the YouTube video. I will remember. Do you see what could happen? Does everyone see what could happen here? Will PDCGL destroy our chances of having the greatest finish in history? Will this be a greater finish than Finland winning the gold? Okay, how do I... oh no, that's fine. That's not a knockout unless they have a Gust. They probably have a Gust. Don't take this away from me, PDCGL. Do not do... Oh, they took it away from me. They took it away from me. Oh, no. So we have to Artisan to shuffle the deck. And then hope for, you know, one of those research... Oh, okay. Then we have to hope for one of those researches we kept getting at the start of the game. So we can't shuffle the deck anymore. I mean, if we get a research and like a Super Rod or something, then I think we can do it. But we have to bump the jamming tower now. And I don't know if we have a counter stadium. Oh no. Why is the game being mean to me? They did 2 things that screw me over. They've done multiple things to screw me over, and that's not fair. Okay. Please tell me there's another stadium. Please tell me we get all the things. I need this. I need this. That's not what I need. Wait, is there anything I can get that draws cards? Well, I mean, okay, yes, I understand that Cleffa draws cards. Thank you. You're very funny. Okay, we'll get the Mankey, I guess. I don't know. It all comes down to the Pheasantipity anyways. So, do you remember when we had all those research at the start of the game and I didn't use them? And then it's the end of the game and we need those research? Do you remember that? Do you happen to remember a time where that was a thing? Because I do. Oh, also, our stadiums are Grand Tree and Artisan, so I don't even think we have access to that. All right, that was... we're just going to end the stream there, I think. I think that's fair. I think we end the stream. Because PDCGL clearly is not wanting to play it anymore. And this is what happens when you play Annihilate. No one should play Annihilate. This will probably be like the deck I play last before Black Bolt and White Flare, because it's terrible. It never works. You're like, oh, I'll just play Venture Bomb, and that'll be great. But no, PDCGL is just like, I'm going to clap your cheeks and not in a fun way. I'm going to spank those cheeks so they're red, but not in the way that you want me to. I'm not going to enjoy it. All right, Video Game House did give me money, so we'll raid Video Game House. You know, it's only fair. Oh, man, PDCGL just hates fun. Video Game House is playing United Wings? Ew. Video Game House is playing United Wings in July 2025. All right, so I'll see everyone on Thursday. Tell Video Game House he's a weird one.